going on, y'all? Well, I know y'all seen my post yesterday about this may have been my last post yesterday, but this is the thing, right? This is the thing, right? I've been getting a lot of emails and a lot of emails and a lot of hate comments in my box in my my email. A lot of threats, a lot of hate mail. Um, there's a lot of discouragement. See, this is my thing, right? See, this is my thing, right? I'm gonna take the discouraging back. It ain't discouraging. It's the hate. It's the hate mail. I've been getting the threats, and some people been even bold enough to leave the threats on my page and the comments. Like this one dude, he on here talking about his Glocks and all this garbage. I'm trying not to cuss, make sure I don't cuss because they're gonna block my video. But I've been getting a lot of threats. I ain't even gonna say I'm necessarily scared. It's just that it's a lot of I'm getting a lot of threats about reporting on this situation, and I've been getting a lot of misleading emails too. A lot of people been sending me emails. Like I left y'all know I leave my email. Excuse me, I leave my email address for y'all to drop me emails to talk about the blog or send me stuff to talk about on the channel. But I don't know if it's coming from other bloggers where it's coming from, but the last maybe 2 days, people been sending me emails, right? And not one person, somebody I've been going back, one person that I particularly been going back and forth with emails. She know who she is. I'm not gonna say her name, but this is excluding you from what I'm about to say. Not this don't concern you. But a lot of people been dropping me emails and trying to give me misinformation to put out on the blog to discredit what I'm saying. And like y'all know when y'all send me information, I always check on it and do some checking in to make sure that it's authentic or at least that other people reporting on it, so I know it has some validity. But I've been getting a lot of false information, and it's not like it's a mistake. It's intentionally, and I know it's intentionally because two of the same people two people emailed me the same story that they tried to get me to post concerning Zack. And when I checked up on it, I couldn't find it nowhere. So I didn't say nothing. So they sent me another email under a different name and sent me the same information saying that they saw it on somebody's page, and I asked them to drop me the link so I could go watch it on the person's page. Because I told y'all I don't steal information or I don't take credit for information that's not necessarily mine. If I got some information from somebody else, another blog or another page, I'll let y'all know who it's from. I shout them out and I tell y'all to go subscribe to their page because I deem their information credible and I deem them a credible source. So I tell y'all to go check their page out. But I done got a couple emails. Like one email I got, they said they made a arrest in the murder in Zack murder. That's false. And I even seen one person put it up there. So when I got the information initially and I went to check it out, I'm like, well, damn, maybe this might be true. But it was a clickbait. It was music up there saying that a murder was, arrest was made in connection with the Zack TV murder. So when I see that it's a clickbait, I'm like, all right, well, maybe he's just going for views because it ain't nobody. He had like 25 subscribers, some shit like that. But he had like 30,000 views and shit like that. So when I see the views, I'm like, all right, well, maybe that might be authentic. But like I said, once I click on it, I see it was a clickbait. It was just their music. But then I got, I ain't even gonna necessarily say this guy name and give him no shine. But if you go on my comments, you'll see. I don't know if he want attention or not, but he talking real slick. But just like him, I've been getting a lot of emails telling me they gonna kill me, they gonna shoot me, they gonna slide down on me. They see my address, they know where I live at. This is another thing. I know a lot of a lot of y'all might be concerned. Excuse my voice, because when I get angry, I tend for me to hard to breathe. I don't know what that's about. But when you see my address, sometimes in the background, that don't mean it's my house. That don't mean I'm home. I'll be at couple people houses sometime when I decide to go live. But even if it is my house, it's not. I don't have my address. I mean, I don't have my my location, what neighborhood I live in, what part of the city I live in. I appreciate the concern, but that don't concern me. But like I said, I don't know. Maybe I'm bringing a little bit of light to this. Like, and I'm not even a YouTuber with a bunch of subscribers. Whereas though my message getting out there and it's on TMZ or it's on a bunch of channels, but I bring the light up, but I also share information that's already out there. But like I said, now I'm starting to get the threats. Mind my business. This Chicago business. I'm not from Chicago. Uh, Stay out of gang culture. That's how stay out of the gang life. That's how Zack TV got killed. That's how Kanika got killed. Like they bringing up a whole bunch of stuff, and I actually kind of got discouraged. And when I say I got discouraged, because a lot of the hatred, like a lot of the hatred that's coming in, like sometimes it make you just like you got other personal things going on in your life. So when you constantly getting a lot of trash talking, down talk, you're just like, what am I even doing this for? Like I got a real life. Like why am I even worried about what's going on in another state? And then the threats on top of that, it's not necessarily that I'm scared of the threats. It's just like you can't do nothing about it. So a motherfucker, excuse my language, a person talking crazy and telling you what they're gonna do to you, and you don't know where they from. You can't do nothing about it. They can't do nothing about it. I wouldn't even necessarily been concerned with somebody from my city talking about what they gonna do to me. You know what I mean? Because if you gonna do something, just do it. You know what I mean? Just do it, and it get frustrating. And I was gonna go live yesterday because I ran into some information that I wasn't sure if was already out there that everybody wanted to hear or not. But like I said, I got discouraged because at the time it ain't like YouTube taking me down or YouTube banning my page. It's just the extra stuff that be in your comments. Like I used to watch celebrity pages. I see celebrity pages like when they put up Instagram posts and people be inside their comments talking crazy. F you garbage, and I'd be like, why do they even pay that some mind? They got their whole life going on. But I understand from yesterday when you just see a bunch of, you just like, I don't even want to hear that. Like, you just save it to yourself. And I know most of it probably even be little kids or old people or, somebody with just necessarily no life. But it aggravates you, especially when you got other things in life that you're dealing with. So I haven't decided whether I was going to disable the page just because it's just extra and I don't need it right now. And I got some personal issues I'm dealing with myself. So it's like this is an added problem I got to deal with. I ain't decide whether I'm going to disable the page or stop going live or just upload videos, turn the comments off or what. I ain't decide which way I'm going to take it yet. I don't even necessarily think I'm popping, you know what I mean? All I'm doing is putting posts up. And some of the posts is already out there. I'm just trying to get it to my viewers. Everybody getting threats. And the crazy part is the threats is just that they 99.9% of them is empty threats. Ain't nobody doing nothing. Especially what are you moving for? Like what's the purpose of you stepping out your comfort zone to get, you know what I mean? Like what are you going to jail for? What are you going to die for in some cases? But I had seen that like I said, I don't have no Facebook, but I'm trying to make a Facebook now, just so I can get I can get access to other people's pages that I be reporting on and stuff like that. So I'm trying to start me a Facebook, but I had one, but I lost the code to it. But somebody did email me a screenshot of Zack mom saying that she won't be making no comments on social media about her son's death, and she wish everybody just pray for her and stop asking like stop. I think she said like stop asking so many questions. But she did speak on how about the post she made about the original post she made about being the 7 times and stuff like that. She said she stand by her word. What she said is what she said. God got her, and no weapon formed against her shall prosper. I don't think they get no closer in solving this case. I know a couple people did tell me that they the cops spoke to the guy T Street. I think that's his name. He a rapper T Street. I don't know. I ain't sure if that's his name or not. That's just like I seen on some sites that I don't know if y'all did. Tell me if y'all did too. That the video from when Zack died that night, when he on stage, you can see somebody that looked like they got on all red, like the guy that was supposed to have been in the murder video. So they saying that it might have been some guy allegedly. I gotta say that too. They saying that it might have been some of them guys that Zack was on stage with. I even Somebody even told me that he looked scared in the video. I didn't get a chance to check the whole video out. All I keep seeing is clips. I want to know if anybody know where it's at on somebody's page where they got the whole video, like where they combined all the Insta snaps, because I want to see it myself. But they say it's the guy in the red, like the guy that's supposed to have been outside that not supposed to be, the guy that was outside the car on the video after Zack crashed when he got killed. They say the guy in all red is actually in that video, and they said that the black car that's in the murder video when Zack crashed is in one of the guy T Streets allegedly in one of his videos, and that could possibly be the car. So what it's looking like from all of the compiled information that's on YouTube is that this guy, like not the facts, I'm not gonna say the facts, but the insinuations is pointing to this guy T Street. Now, I requested him on Instagram, so I ain't go back on there to check because I know his page was public at for a minute. Then it was private and he had to accept people. So that might got something to do with this whole Zack thing. But one thing about the information is undefeated and it'll mislead you because people will jump to conclusions and convict that man. He don't have nothing to do with it. But usually when it look like a duck, quack like a duck is a duck. So I want to see this page. So if y'all can tag me in it, y'all know my Instagram name at Strawberry Mansion's very own on Instagram. Tag me on there if y'all see some of the videos like in the tags. Tag me on it, or if y'all got it, if y'all recorded it, send it to me in the email at strawberrymansionzone at gmail.com because I want to see it and I actually want to put it up there so everybody can critique it and point out some stuff I might have missed. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. Make sure I hit that like button in here too. I put that in a lot of my posts too. I want y'all. I don't care if y'all subscribe. The ones that's watching that's not already subscribed. That's up to y'all. But I do want you to like the video if you ain't here and you like the commentary. But like I said, they pointing a lot of fingers is pointing at this guy T Street. It's looking like he was involved. But what I can say to that fact is that Zack was with him that night. Zack was at his concert, even though it was a concert for, I guess, like a bunch of rappers, like a variety show for rappers. But if you think about it, who would know Zack location, where he gonna be at, what time and when, and who can make a phone call? One of them dudes in the crew could possibly make a phone call to whoever's supposed to did it. Like, yeah, we had such and such on such and such street. We about to pull off. He in front of us. We leaving. He in the car with by himself, or he in the car. Another thing I got, like I said, a couple people reported on that guy that's supposed to be in the car with Zack that got shot that I put up. Now, if y'all go back to my original post in the beginning of the video, I said this is the guy that's supposed to have been with Zack because I'm getting a few emails, people saying that he wasn't in the car. Then I got some people saying that he was shot a week ago on a whole totally different incident. I reposted the video because if you go on YouTube and search the guy that was in the car with Zack, I'm not the only person that put it up. I may have been the last person to put it up. So again, I tell y'all, when I check around and I see that it's up there, and there's no way for me to exactly know man name as far as the person that was in the car with Zack. And, well, I do know what dude name is that's supposed to have been shot now. But a lot of the things they're going to keep hush-hush too. Y'all got to remember that. It's an ongoing information. What they do. It's a lot of, you gotta remember, this is an ongoing investigation, so a lot of information about it is not going to be public. They trying to contain and keep it locked in as far as the information, so they can keep investigating who got something to do with this, and not let the people know that's involved that they being looked at, and that they're under investigation, unless they go public and say this is a person of interest. So half of the information is really not going to be up there for you to see. So you just got to piece it together. Just like the whole YouTube community, everybody that blog, everybody on here that put videos up, the little bit of bits and pieces of information they get. Because like I said, it is this YouTube thing is like a community. Because once one person put it up, another person put it up, another person check on the story, another person report on the story. So it just go global as far as the YouTube thing. Now, it's impossible to start reporting on it, because you might see something that you want to add your comment on, and you might have a take on something you see. That's just like a little bit off topic, like this Drake and Pusha T thing. Jay Prince jumped in it, the dude that owned Rap A Lot Records, and I wanted to make a video about it, but it's kind of nonsense because it's rap beef. But I did have a take on it. I think Jay Prince. This is just my take off topic for a second. I think Jay Prince, Drake got his butt handed to him. So Jay Prince trying to get him to gracefully bow out, because he's saying that Pusha T went too far when he mentioned Drake mom and Drake dad. But nobody stopped him from making them comment, Drake from making them comments when he was talking about Greasy and going on Greasy with Meek. So that's just my point of view. I just wanted to say something about it because I was watching the video and I was frustrated. And that's how this channel started with the Kanika thing. I watched something I was you know what I mean. 3 people died where? Like, I need the information so I can check on it. Like, 3 people died where? It was in connection to Zack. And another thing, everybody keep trying to compile Zack and Kanika together. They trying to make these pieces fit. You can't make them fit. If they're connected, they're gonna be connected, and you're gonna be able to see the connection. The connection is, even if it's not plain, it's still gonna be one link that put them together. You can't just throw it out there that they connected just because he was reporting on her story and he died. There's plenty of people that gangbangers. It's plenty of people that's in her immediate circle that's gotten killed after this. Like, that's they gangbanging. So that's what's gonna happen. Now Crump, like I said, if y'all watched, I had put up a post. I was about to go live, and I had put that Crump was connected to Zack death, and I had seen maybe 2 to 3 posters that had something to do with Crump and had something to do with Zack, but it came up to be what I feel to be false information. That's why I never went live on it. So a lot of the times when y'all see me put lives up and I put some information out there, is because I got a couple stories about it that I wanted to talk to y'all about, but then I may have found out it was garbage, or I may have said I wanted to do some more investigating before I bring it to y'all. Because again, I put up a story, and if I put up a story that may not, the information not be 100% authentic, or the information not be 100% accurate, you got bloggers out there and you got people out there just waiting, like the debunks, like just waiting to see when you put up some information that might be false, not knowing that you might have just got misinformation, like you deliberately did it, and they want to debunk your videos and talk bad about you, and negativity spread way faster than positivity. So that's why I take my time with putting the videos up. And I ain't never had nobody debunk one of my videos, because a lot of the information I put out there is either already been put out there or it's completely my theory. And if it's my theory, you can't debunk my theory. It's my thoughts. But Crunk dissed a lot of people. He dissed a lot of people every day. And one of the main people he used to diss was OTF Newski, which is Dirk's cousin. But Zack did an interview with Crump. They call Crump the scorekeeper, but he got killed at a party. He got shot in the chest, the arm, and the leg at a party that he attended. But he had put his location up so people knew where he was at. And dude dissed a lot of people. When I start watching his lives, when I started watching his YouTube, I didn't even know he was dead already. Like, he had died a couple days before I started watching. But I noticed he was dissing a lot of people. Because one thing about them dudes that be on YouTube dissing a lot of dudes, dead homies, talking about they smoking they dead homies and all that shit, them dudes usually die. They be on their ass. I'm screaming, like, they be on their back. And I didn't know that he was dead, but in my head, I'm like, this dude gonna get smoked. So So I want to see what he got to say. And he had a lot of a big following. So I'm like, well, maybe he really somebody in the streets like that guy, the truth teller. You know what I mean? He report on a lot of stories, but he give his own opinion about people credibility. And then sometimes he talk greasy. That's just like he was just talking greasy about one of the guys who said something slick about Zack. Now y'all seen my post I put up about the news interview that Zack, the gang boys that Zack interviewed, and it got the police saw it, and they made some arrests on dude. Now a couple people said Zack snitched directly, like Zack snitched directly. Now I put the post up, and I actually put a question mark up for y'all to draw your own opinion, but them dudes did tell on themselves. Plus, dude was on house arrest. Not only was he on house arrest, he was going on a upcoming trial, and he on YouTube flashing guns, and he actually had drugs in his hand. So it's different if he was with somebody that had a gun or somebody that had drugs, but he was making transactions on camera himself. Then he showed his ankle monitor. Now, what a lot of these dudes don't know, like it's cool to put guns up in your video or guns on Snap, whatever you want to do, but for the police and the law enforcement to watch, whether that be your PO, the cops, the FBI, whatever. When you show a bullet and you show a bullet going in a gun, then that means the gun is real. You can't say it's a prop, because I could pull out an AK and it could be a prop gun. It can shoot blanks or it don't have to shoot at all. But I could say it's a prop gun. But if I pull a clip out and show you a bullet, a real bullet, and then I put the clip inside the gun and it fit in there without being messed up, then that means that's a real gun. And this dude, what he did was he showed drugs. He talked about pit bull fighting, which was illegal. He had drugs in his hand. Then he was talking about how he run a block and he in a gang. And I don't know about them other cities and states, but I know they got the gang task force. And you could be locked up on parole and probation for being with known gang affiliates. I know that for sure, just from me being on parole. But I know they got like when you catch a gun case and you're a known gang affiliate, that's an extra charge. So main man kind of snitched on himself. He snitched on himself, and I'm gonna say Zack took 20% of that. The only reason I say 20% of that is because he an interviewer. So some people say he could have been objective, but he an interviewer, so he shouldn't allow main man to do no goofy stuff like that on his vlog, because he knew the flack that he was gonna get. Like my pop always told me, sometimes you gotta think for people. So he knew dude was gonna eventually go to jail. Like even if his baby mama, the dude that put the goofiness up, he beefing with his baby mama, she gonna call the police on him like a lot of the baby mamas do. So Zack knew he should have known he was gonna get heat and flack for that. That's just like some people in the comments saying that dude knew what he was doing. He know the police watching that was on him. He a fool. But Zack should have known he was gonna get some backlash from that because he already got haters. But what he overlooked it obviously, and that got him a bunch of more negative supporters, just like the tweets I put up. Because I told you in Chicago, for people that don't know, those guys, a lot of those guys, they express themselves through tweets, like they actual feelings. Like the police don't be on Twitter. I even seen some accounts up there because I watch Rap Catch Up. That's where they put a lot of the beef dudes that be texting. And it was a couple times these gang dudes was up there talking about shooting each other, and the cops was like, because what they act like is they smoking together. They say, yo, let's link up and smoke. But what they really mean when they say link up and smoke is drop your location or let's meet up so we can shoot it out. And when one of the guys put that up, the cop was in there under a YouTube account. He was like, let me know where y'all gonna be at because I want to smoke too. And that's when they let everybody know that was watching the pool, like watching the Twitter, know that was a cop, because they knew that was a cop account. But my thing is, if y'all know the police on it and y'all know the police watching, why would you even get them ammunition? Because even if y'all don't link, now they know that you and him was into it. So if anything happened, you gonna be the first suspect. In my opinion, I don't know. I don't think Zack snitched, but I think he should have had more. He should have used more journalistic common sense. He should have known he was gonna catch flack from that. But those guys that put those tweets up, it was about 10 different guys that put those tweets up. you know for sure that they at least mad about Zack, because a couple of them said free the homie. So you know he got some haters. I don't know the word I'm looking for, but he got some dudes that don't like him just from that. Zack is dead from reporting the news, basically. That's just how it goes. Now, whether he had beef with a dude over a chick, that remains to be seen, and that can be it. That could be it. But people use other guys to hide their true feelings and what they really want to do through, like, me and you going through it over a chick, but I'll make it be known that you said some slick stuff on Instagram, or if you rap, I say one of your raps was a subliminal towards me, because everybody rap, they all put subliminals in their raps, whether it's directed at a specific individual that they want to say something about, or they just dropping a regular sub this, and a lot of them dudes do that. So that's what you can use as a guise to sneak diss somebody, and they take that sneak diss in Chicago real serious. I mean, here in Philly, you got a lot of guys. I think as a whole, when you put everybody connections together, if you put it like the top bloggers, I'm not a top blogger. I'm a small rung on there because my channel it's just getting started. I almost got a year in, but you got to dudes like Straight Drop, Mike Larry, the real Yvonne. Like, I'm just saying, you got, like, if all of us did a panel with all 5 of us on there, and we did a panel with discussing the topics, or discussing Zack, or discussing whatever big news is. Like, he might got 30,000 subscribers, she might got 20, he might got 40, he might got 60, and I got 3 or 4. Like, that'll bring a whole pot of maybe 200,000-300,000 subscribers in one pool, and no telling who the viewers would like more. Not even more, but we'll share some of our subscribers and bring more light to the culture as a whole. I seen him make a panel one time with I can't remember exactly who the YouTuber was, but this was during a big time when Kanika was dropping, and they did a panel with 2 YouTubers. And the panel was actually decent. I was inside the panel. I was inside the panel myself. You know what I mean? I had some comments and stuff that I wanted to share, and I liked the subject they was talking about. So my whole thing is, when you stick together, you get more accomplished, and it'd be more information pooled and sharing, getting out to the masses even quicker. You know what I mean? That's just like I say that to say about these rappers in Chicago. Chicago got the spotlight right now for a bunch of negativity and the murders that's being publicized, the high-profile murders. But a lot of those rappers is hot and they got connections. If them dudes clicked up and did like how New York did back in the day, the self-destruction, how Philly just did maybe a year or 2 straight out of Philly, the remix to NWA straight out of Compton, that brought a lot of light to it. It's too much negativity that float around so fast, and people quick to like, when you see if you don't listen to a particular rap artist, but you know he got beef with him, or he got beef with him, and you hear the first thing you do when you see it's a diss track, you gonna go on there. Make sure I hit the like button too. If you see a diss track, you gonna go on there just to listen to the diss. I ain't really a Pusha T fan, but I like the music that Drake make. Again, a sidebar. But when I heard the diss that Drake dropped, I wanted to hear it, because it's negativity. So I listened to it. Then Pusha T dropped the diss, and then I listened to that. So that got me directly involved in it. Sierra. Flutter, I appreciate you. Yeah, I just think that, I mean, that's like y'all. Like, if y'all got some YouTubers, y'all like their channel, y'all like their content, you can add me, you can add them, you can even drop a comment to them, you can drop a comment to me. I don't have a problem doing a panel, because my opinion is my opinion. And I think I speak intelligently, and I say some sensible things, so I don't mind sharing a panel with somebody. Plus, they might got some information I can use. Now, as far as that video, like I said, the last video I put up with Zack and them tweets and them guys talking about he snitched and he snitched. Y'all tell me y'all feeling about that. I wanted to talk about that too. Get y'all point of view on it. Like, but this dude T Streets, um, I don't know if he, like I said, I don't know if he directly involved, but I do want to see how this play out with him being involved. And I want to know for sure, like it ain't like the Kanika case where Rosemont PD put a lot of information on their website for us to see ourselves. Where Zack got killed at is called the damn, what district is it called again? Like the something district. But I went on their website and they not putting up. They just got like city news up there. They had something about Zack when it first happened, but they don't have like a constant update like how Rosemont had Kanika updates like almost every day. But then again, Zack case not big as Kanika. It's not getting as much attention. It's getting a lot of attention in the YouTube world because he was a popular YouTuber. But as far as Chicago and the way the Chicago PD treating it is just another murder or another gang related murder. But I think Kanika seemed so innocent, and again, I'm not saying she wasn't. She seemed so innocent from the outside, and there was a lot of questions surrounding her death that it took on a life of its own, and they got super big. But as far as Zack being murdered, they look at it like just another basically drive-by shooting or walk-up shooting. So Chicago PD not handling it like Kanika because it's not really big. You can't go on CNN and see an update about the Zack murder. You got to go to YouTube and see an update about Zack murder. What happened? Cache, Chia. What happened? I didn't get to see what happened. I'm trying to scroll back and see if I can see what happened. Okay, I can't see, but yeah, Zack murder not getting that much attention. It's like it's like his case gonna get solved through YouTube if somebody on it like that, if it gets solved. But again, it's a lot of people that know about the murder. This is not like the Kanika case where, excuse me, it was a lot of unanswered questions. Of course, it's an agenda, but what is the agenda? The agenda, I think, is he got himself in something. I think he got himself in something and didn't take it as serious as it was, as it actually was. One thing about these streets, everybody got guns now, man, and people more quickly tend to address their problem with bullets than they are with a conversation. Especially if these dudes really bought it, then they ain't really doing too much talking. That's the difference between a talker and a doer, because a person can say whatever they want, but when a person decides to move out, and if they got it made up in their mind that they moving out, they ain't doing too much talking because they don't want to warn you. That's the difference between the person that's really about it and the person that's talking. Like these guys and women that's in my comments telling me what they gonna do to me. I don't want y'all to be concerned. I'm not concerned. I do it. Let's get busy. Let's get busy. Sling the metal. How you sling the metal? Let it go. You know what I mean? Everybody the toughest till you run into somebody that's equally tough. But Zack, I think Zack kind of brought this on himself. When you're a public figure, you gotta watch what you say and what you do, man, because your life is under a microscope and you under scrutiny. And like I said, he had 200,000 subscribers. So at this point, he is a celebrity. He might not be a celebrity in mainstream in LA and California and Hollywood, but he is a celebrity as far as this YouTube is concerned. And YouTube is a big channel. What a lot of people don't know, YouTube is the #1 search engine. Google it. YouTube is bigger than Google. Like people use YouTube on a daily basis. Everybody, when you need to learn how to fix something, how to make something, or any of that, or you want to see a review, the first thing you do is go to YouTube. And this is a big giant platform, so he gotta watch the stuff he say. He had to watch the stuff he do, and then you gotta realize you're not an everyday person because you got fans also, and he can't be out in public. And I'm not gonna say he necessarily needs security, but he need to be secure within himself because you can't be in parties and you can't be out at these public events where it's reckless, where just anybody could be out there, because you got a lot of dudes that's looking for fame, instant fame and instant stardom. So a dude will run up on you and punch you in the face and run. Not necessarily even run up on you, punch you in your face, stand there and want to get busy with you. These dudes is cowards. So a dude will run up and punch you in your face and run off and put the footage up online. Just like this rapper guy, Almighty J, that's supposed to be messing with China. He associated with the YBN Namir. Somebody just took his chain and allegedly shot at him. I seen a video. I was going to say something about it. I seen a video where he posted an Insta snap. He driving his car and his hand and stuff bleeding. And he talking about y'all guys can't shoot and post his chain. And then when I look online, his chain pop up and these dudes taking credibility for it. But that's another guy, y'all might not know who he is, but he linked to the rapper YBN Namir. Dude is kind of big. Like, he had a couple singles that went kind of big. So if he hang with him and he's in the spotlight, that's the thing about the spotlight. You're not regular no more. No matter how you view yourself as being a regular guy or you with whatever, it's a lot of people out there broke that don't have nothing going for them, and they want some fame. And the easiest way to get fame right now is through this thing right here, through YouTube. YouTube can turn you into an overnight celebrity. Let me give you an example. If I did a video, let's say if I came up on something that ain't nobody else put up on YouTube as far as Zack joint. It's big on here, so there's a big search engine. So a lot of people want to search Zack on a daily basis. So when they search Zack, and I put the video up that nobody else probably might have reported on, and let's just say it go viral. I get 3 or 4 million views overnight. All of the TMZs and all that pick it up, and I get 10 million views. Now a lot of people gonna come to my channel, and I'm gonna get hundreds of thousands of subscribers. But now my name is out there, so when I get to a place that I start interviewing people or something like that, my name get out there, now I'm a target. I'm not a celebrity as far as Hollywood is concerned, but as far as this inner circle, because YouTube is an inner circle, now I'm a celebrity, so I'm a target now. So it might be a guy that see me in a club, or see me at a function, or see me at a block party, be like, yeah, that's the dude that do Strawberry Mansion's very own. He talk all that gangster stuff. Let me see if he gangster, and run. Now I could be the top fighter in the world. I could box for 30 years. I could be a shooter, but if I'm talking to somebody or I'm enjoying the festivities and somebody come up from the side and sock, it only take 4 or 5 pounds of pressure to knock a person out, and I fall out and they filming it. You know what I mean? They knock me out and they filming it. That goes just as viral as my video. Man, I couldn't defend myself from a blindside punch. Like, come on. But that's gonna go up, because instantly people gonna talk about it, and then they're gonna say, all right, popular blogger. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not at that platform right now, so I don't have to worry about that stuff. Especially, anybody can get got, but if you run up, you gonna get done up. You know what I mean? That's the difference. If I can see it coming, run up, you gonna get done up. You know what I mean? But if I can't see it, you know what I mean? And that's the thing I'm saying about Zack. Because Zack was out in these public functions. He been at a lot of public functions, and even if you go to his page, he talk about some of the most intense interviews he did where he was scared. Well, not necessarily scared, like, but he was a little shaky. I don't know the word I'm trying to use. Like, he was cautious. But he said guys got beat up at the shoots. Some of the shoots he did. One of the guys got shot at a shoot he did. One of the guys was shooting. Like, these dudes being real beef. You know what I mean? He put himself in these circles, so you got to be more protected. Like, I do this blog. Like, I go to work, I come home, I take my kids, I drop my son off to school, I come home, I go outside, I party when I feel like partying, I go out with my wife when I feel like going out, but I live a regular life outside of this. This just a fraction of my life. Not even 10% of my daily activities. But whenever you do something that other people deem that they can't do, or is out there realm of possibility, then you become a target. That's where hatred builds at. That's where the negative seeds get planted at. Like I said, like the threatening emails I'm getting. I got emails. I'm ready to make a collage of the emails. I got people telling me they're gonna kill me. People telling me they're gonna shoot me. I can get the same thing like Zack. I could become a top story. They're gonna blog my death. My death video gonna get 100,000 views. They gonna film me getting shot. They gonna one person even said they gonna smack my daughter. And I don't even show my daughter. Um, Another person said they gonna kidnap my son. Then I got a email. Somebody asked me could they have the passcode to my YouTube? Can they get the passcode to my YouTube account? I built this from the ground up, and it ain't even nowhere. Like, you know what I mean? I got like 1 million views total. That spread out of probably maybe 50 videos spread out. And I got about 1 million views, right? And I ain't nowhere right now. I'm just what I am, but I built this brick by brick. Like, people view me because they view my information as authentic, or they like to hear what I have to say, or I'm an intelligent articulator. But I did this by myself. Nobody helped me. Nobody helped me. Except for the moderators that be on here, and a few of the people that's not moderators, that when they do get on here, they tell everybody to follow me or like my video or subscribe to the channel, and I shout them out too. I always shout them out. But besides them, nobody else helped me. Nobody else helped me. And like Zack said in one of his videos, I think that was another thing he was particularly pointing out, and I want y'all to go check it out. He was saying, like, he made a post when he was angry. He was like, nobody helped me build this. I don't owe nobody nothing. I ain't got to do nothing for nobody. Um, but he was basically just ranting about his channel and how people, I guess, saying that he not looking out or he not doing nothing on the strength. But to me, that went back to like a month, not a month or two, maybe about, I want to say within like the last 6 months, his crib got broken into and they took his computer. Now, I can't find the video on his page, but I'm quite sure somebody copied it down. But he was saying that somebody broke in his house and took his laptop. Now, he said he didn't want nothing else back. All he wanted was the laptop. And he was saying he was willing to pay for the laptop. But this was around the same time that he was talking about he was going to drop the interview with the supervisor and somebody else that had something to do with the Kanika case. Now, do I think that got something to do with it? With the Kanika thing, I think that somebody just knew where he lived at, because if you popular, that's another thing I can't stress. Like I said, when you popular and you popping, that's like now, like I said, let's say I get to 1 million subscribers and my videos start popping. My neighbor now know who I am. Like, my neighbor know who I am even before this. But now, everybody that visits his house, and if I come out to go to the store, or I come out to get in my car, or I come outside to smoke, or I come out to do anything, now these people see me, and if they watch YouTube, and they be like, all right, well, that's the dude from YouTube. So now they might tell somebody else, and tell somebody else, or my neighbor, or this neighbor might tell somebody, or this person in this block. So now these people know where I live at. So it's not hard to run down on me, or to climb in through one of these windows, or wait to catch me going in my car and put a gun in my face. Like, it's crazy. Like, that's just like the celebrities, Kevin Hart, or Jay-Z, or one, wherever they live at, they have neighbors. More than likely, their neighbors are gonna be in the same stature and same tax bracket as them. But you got people that, like a lot of the rappers inside Philly and New York, that's getting money, that got a big following, and they made some money. The first place they go is New Jersey. New York, Delaware, New Jersey, and Philly. The first place we run to when we get some money is New Jersey. So you got a lot of rappers, and then you got some dudes that just regularly dope boys that's getting money, run over to New Jersey and Chester too. But that's not an affluential neighborhood where those gazillionaires live at. There'll probably be some dudes that's worth a couple $1,000,000, and some women that's worth a couple $1,000,000. But you got people on the block that's kids that's in the street that don't have to be in the street, or they just not into what their parents is into. So now they know where you live at. So that's how a lot of these celebrity houses get broken into. What I'm saying, the point I'm getting to is that Everybody could be touched, but when you're a public figure, you put your life under a microscope. Everything you do is being watched and scrutinized. And I don't know where Zack lived at, but all it took was for one person to watch YouTube because his name floats around YouTube, and he was an integral part in the Kanika case just because he held that one interview with Irene. Did y'all get a chance to see the interview Zack did with Irene? A lot of people saying that's not the real Irene. They saying the real Irene is this girl who got on she got a hat on backwards with a pink jacket on and some black tights. And I used that her picture. This was months ago, probably 7 months ago when I uploaded the video. Um, I had found that picture online, and I used that picture as a thumbnail. But if you go back, my video probably 6 or 7 months old. But they saying that picture is of the real Irene. They saying the video Zack did is not of Irene. But anyway, what I was saying is Zack was a big part, played a big part in the Kanika case only because he had an interview that no news station, no celebrity gossip channel, nobody can get. He had an interview that was sought after, and he was the one that had it. So that's why his face was really big in the Kanika thing. You looking for somebody, bro? Yeah, I'm you who? So you gonna knock on their door? You knocking on their door? They waiting for you in the back? Yeah. Alright. See, like this here, he been on the phone for about 20 minutes right here. Then he stood right here on the phone for about 10 minutes. Then he walked up on my neighbor's steps for about 10 or 15 minutes. He did knock on the door. Now he going in the back. Because like our house is like the little driveway joints where you can go in the back to reach the backyard. But he didn't knock on the door. He didn't knock on the door. Like, but he's saying he going in the back to go do something. But he ain't knock on the door, so I want to see what he doing. But I'm going to go knock on their door anyway. Just because I don't know what he up to. And me and my neighbor are alright. And if somebody was doing the same thing to me, I want to know what he up to. You know somebody in your backyard?
What, was he in the backyard?
Yeah, some guy. He said something about he talking to somebody on the phone or something.
Okay, I'll go check.
Yeah, he right here. He walked right here. I don't know who he is, but he been out here for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I just want to let y'all know who he is. He's
back
here. You know who he is?
Yeah.
He's in the back. Yeah, but it's just as easy as that, y'all. Like, and make sure y'all, I got like 70 people in here, man. Make sure I hit that like button, man, so you can spread this information around, man. Because the more likes I get, the more my video get viewed when they pop up in the search engine. It don't take nothing for y'all to hit that like button, especially if y'all like what I'm talking about. But just as easy as, like I said, just with that situation just right there, like I don't know who he is, but he could have been trying some slick shit stuff. He could have been paid to do something to my neighbors, anything. Like, you gotta always be on point, especially when a lot of stuff going on. But like Zack, man, he put himself in a bad predicament, man. I think, man, he should have had more. Like, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but he should have scrutinized his interviews a little bit more better. You know what I mean? Then I think he would have been in different positions, and he would have been. See, the thing about a lot of people say they don't care about being liked, but you gotta be respected. You gotta be respected and looked upon highly in any area of your life, no matter what you do, because it's easy for a person to dislike you, but it's hard for people to like you. But if a person have a even level of opinion with you, it causes less trouble. You know what I mean? And the thing with Zack, like, it's crazy that we sitting here talking about Zack. It's crazy that we sitting here talking about Zack because he dead now. You know what I mean? And that's crazy because like 2, 3 videos ago, I was just talking about him, and I was calling him a fraud because some of the stuff he did was fraudulent, and I stand on that. Just because he did, I'm not gonna change my opinion of the fraudulent acts that he committed. I'm not gonna change my opinion just because he did. Now, I'm not gonna grind him to sawdust and constantly talk bad about him. I'm speaking upon something that I spoke about him concerning him when he was alive. You know what I mean? You just gotta watch how you move. But I think that when this come out, as far as what caused him to lose his life, it's gonna be a lesson in this. It's gonna be a lesson in this for YouTube. Just about what I just spoke on. It's gonna be a lesson in this for YouTube, the guys that do YouTube. It's gonna be a lesson in this for us men out here that put these women on pedestals and willing to go extra lengths for these women that's willing to not go the extra length for us and not respect us and respect what we building. I think it's gonna be like if you lose your life and no lesson learned from you losing your life, then your life was useless. Even when I die, I just hope I don't get murdered. But if I do, either way, my family gonna collect on this insurance. Whether I get murdered as natural causes or it's an accident. But I hope somebody learns something from my death because it would be like my death was useless if you didn't learn nothing from it. You know what I mean? And this dude T Streets, I want to see if he gonna do. He actually haven't even spoke out about it. I don't even know. Y'all let me know. I don't even know if he even put up a rest in peace Zack or long live Zack or any of that. You know what I mean? Plus, we don't even know his relationship with Zack. You know what I mean? I know I don't. Y'all may. If y'all do, then let me know. Drop something in here and let me know what their relationship is. Because when I get done this video, I'm gonna go on his page and see if he made it back public again or if he accepted me if it's still private. But I tell you what, broke who down on their live last night. I'm still talking about what happened with Zack. Is that extension cord over here? Yeah, I'm still talking about what happened with Zack. But who broke it down on their lives last night? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, hold on 1 second, y'all. My phone dying. So I had to get this charger. Yeah, y'all gotta hold on for 1 second. 1 second. Sorry, so my phone on there.
You got to finish with this one, then you finish it up.
I know. Hold on, y'all. charge it. Over there. I charge it. Well, it's not. Yeah, I'm back, y'all. I had to get a charge. I'm dying. Y'all ain't want me to die out on y'all, did y'all? But, yeah, like I was saying, so I was telling you, somebody was reporting on the incident, what happened on YouTube last night. I hope I'm charging. I'm charging. Hey, Taj, can you make sure that plug is in? Yeah, so who was reporting on it last night? Did anybody go check on like one of y'all right now? Can y'all go check on T Street page and see if it's public? All right, see if it's public or it's private. And like I said, did y'all know if he even did a rest in peace or a shout out to Zack at all? They said his funeral was supposed to be tomorrow. Funeral was supposed to be Saturday. Now I don't know if that's this Saturday or next Saturday, but they said his funeral was supposed to be Saturday. Now that's going to listen. The thing about that's going to tell you a lot. Like his funeral going to tell you who really messed with him like that. His funeral gonna tell you who really messed with him like that as far as the entertainment community. Hit that like button, y'all. His funeral gonna tell you who liked him in the entertainment community, who liked him in the rap community, and who liked him at the hood. 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. I don't think the funeral gonna get shot up. That's yeah. I hope not. You know what I mean? But his funeral supposed to. Matter of fact, the day is Friday, so his funeral is supposed to be tomorrow. It's gonna be interesting to see who turns up at his funeral. Now, T Street is blocked. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. Like I wanted to actually go to it's blocked. All right. I actually wanted to go to Kanika funeral when it happened. You know what I mean? Just to pay my respects and check the vibe out there, right? Zack, I wouldn't go to his funeral. Even if I could, I'm quite sure it's gonna be like a public. It ain't gonna be like a shut down joint, cause his popularity wasn't like there, like where they have it at a undisclosed location. But I wouldn't want to go to his funeral, but um somebody's gonna go and somebody's gonna YouTube it. And that's crazy, that's where we at now. In this day and age, people YouTubing funerals. Now I understand like Miss Teresa Martin, she wanted Kanika funeral filmed. I don't know about Zack mom wanting the funeral to be made public. Plus she angry with a lot of people. Just from her post, you can see she angry with a lot of people. Like, there's a lot of people who know what's going on, man. And their mouths is closed, man. That's crazy. It's crazy how we, like with this Zack situation, like it's crazy how we, as black people, like we say free somebody when they down for murder, right? No matter what case they down, but I'm talking specifically about murder. When somebody locked up for murder, we quick to scream, free him, free him, free him, free him, free him. But then soon somebody get murdered that we know is justice. We gotta stop this black on black crime. Like that's the crazy. I sit back and watch it like that's crazy. Like you know what I mean? I know people that's been murdered, and I know people that's murdered people like that went to jail for it. Not saying like they got away with it. I'm talking about people that's in jail serving time for murder. And I'm only saying this to say like, if I say freedom, that's like it's just that free them. I don't want to see them in a cage, but I'm not condoning what they're in jail for. Like I don't want to see nobody in a cage. I don't want to see my worst enemy in a cage. I want him to be out here to get this work. You know what I mean? I don't want to see my worst enemy in the cage. But when I say free a person, it's because I don't want them in jail. But you would never catch me saying like differentiating two. We need to stop the black on black crime. Period. Like period. We need to stop killing each other. Period. But I'm not one to say, oh, we shouldn't do this, we shouldn't do that, and then say free 'em. I'm just speaking generally. Period. I don't want to see nobody in the cage. Nobody. The only people I think belong in the cage is people like that eat people. Like they don't deserve to be in society. They can't function. They really need some mental health. People that rape children, they need to be murdered. Period. Those are the people that need to be murdered. They need to be put to death. They need to be put to sleep like an animal because that's what they are, animals. Somebody asked me, was I an advocate for the death penalty? I don't think so. I never took the time out to actually think about it, but I don't think so. Only the simple fact that if you saying killing is wrong, like the United States of America, if you saying killing is wrong, then how do you got the right to put somebody on trial, what you say is a trial, and what you say is a fair trial, and deem that their life should be taken? And I've been through the court system. That's why I say what you say is a fair trial. No trial is ever fair. Them judges got their mind made up what they gonna do when they read your name on the docket. Once they look at your case and read your name on the docket, they got their mind made up. All you could do is solidify their choice when you and your lawyer come in there, or you might can change their mind if the jury decided for them. But and I want to address this too. Somebody asked me, do I think Zack murder gonna get solved? Yep. You know how I think Zack murder gonna get solved? One of them dudes that was in that car, or one of them dudes that was with the dude that killed Zack, gonna tell. That's the only way. These cases, what people don't know is cases don't get solved by police work. They get solved by community help, by people calling in tips and people ranting. Do I condone telling? No, I don't condone telling either. But I don't condone telling for the street people. Because if you knowingly and intentionally take part in a crime, then you should suffer the consequences, the outcome of that crime. Now, do I think people should snitch their civilians? Yes, they civilians. They should. They did not held to the same standard as street guys. They didn't intentionally take part in something that's dishonest. So they're not held to the same standard to uphold a street code. And telling is the new thing now. So they gonna definitely tell who killed Zack. Them dudes in that car gonna definitely tell who killed Zack. Or if it was a walk up, a drive by, one of them dudes is gonna tell. All we doing is waiting for him to get caught. Cause he definitely gonna tell. There's no way, ain't nobody loyal no more. Them dudes is telling. And I wouldn't be surprised if they all turn around and tell on each other if there's more than one of them. But they definitely gonna tell when they get caught. That's the new thing. Everybody rats. And they just ain't been put in the position to test their gangster, to see if they're a rat. So it's easy to say you ain't gonna tell or you ain't no rat if you ain't been tested. That's just like it's easy to say you tough if you ain't been tested. You know what I mean? I think this case gonna get solved by one of them dudes that was there when Zack got killed telling. Now, remember I said this. Just like I told y'all that goofball that put that live up that was talking about he knew who killed Zack and he gonna tell y'all who killed Zack and he was getting high and he was drinking and I told y'all he was gonna take that video down. He took it down. He put up other videos behind that, but he took it down and he put his life in jeopardy because now it ain't just open and idle threats from people on the internet that ain't gonna do nothing. You got people that was directly involved like this. They might get scared and say, damn, this dude really know us or really know what happened. We gotta slide on him. Make sure you hit that like button, everybody ain't getting. Y'all like the content, hit the like button. That's what it's there for. It's support. You know what I mean? But I told y'all that goofball was gonna take that video down, talking about he know who killed Zack. That's the easiest way to put yourself in something you don't need to be in. Report on what you know that everybody else is reporting that's public information or something that hasn't gotten around that's already being reported on. then that's news and that's reporting. It's a difference from being directly involved with that case or knowing what happened with that case and know who did something in that case, and then you bring it to YouTube. That's telling. That's telling. That's a totally different situation. That's telling. But if you are a reporter and you're reporting on the news and you're reporting on what's already out there, then you blogging and you're a blogger. But if you know directly what happened, and do I, and there's another thing. Do I feel as though the people who directly involved or people who indirectly involved but know what happened and should they speak up? That's something you gotta deal with on your own. I'm not gonna advocate withholding information from the police. I'm not gonna advocate snitching. It's all about the person you are and whether you can look in the mirror and be happy with what you see. But this case is definitely gonna get solved. There's too many Negroes involved. Too many Negroes involved. And it's a street murder. Street murders only usually go unsolved if one person did it. And he feared jail as much as he's supposed to. When you got multiple people involved and they not as thorough as they proclaim to be, somebody's telling. Now I'm willing to bet everybody on here. I PayPal everybody on here to take that bet. $5. I Apple Pay $5 a piece. If I'm wrong, I guarantee you this case gets solved by one of the people that was directly involved telling. Do I think they robbed Zack? Because that's what somebody asked me. Do I think they robbed Zack? That wasn't a robbery. That was a murder. It was a calculated murder. Now I could see if they was the mob or somebody else, then they would have made it look like a robbery, and they would have took his stuff and made it look like a robbery. But what they did was they shot and killed him and left him where he was at. All they would have been doing is creating a bad situation for themselves if they had went in his car and took something out of his pocket or took something from him. Because now they leaving prints, they leaving DNA. So I don't think he was robbed. I think he was murdered and left there. And the people that I seen in the video, I'm not gonna say every last one of them, but I'm gonna say I think a few of them were spectators. Somebody said, do you think why didn't he go live after the concert? Because he got a regular life too. So I don't think he necessarily want to block every aspect of his life. He might got a woman. He might have been in the car with a woman he wasn't posed to. He might have been high, or he might have just been having a regular day. He didn't even film the concert unless we just ain't seen the footage yet. He put on his Insta-Snap, which is easy to pull out your phone and Insta-Snap something, versus him being there in a professional capacity where he vlogging the actual performance. You know what I mean? But his camera haven't showed up yet. I ain't seen nobody report on his camera unless the police got it. But everything in his car, the police got access to. Until they done with it, they not gonna release it to his mom. His phones, he had more than one phone. He let you know in the video he got 2 phones. When he talking about the people that threatened him, called him on his personal phone. And then he got his business phone because he kept saying how they get his personal number. So he got 2 phones. So the cops necessarily got them. And another thing about those phones is when a murder happened, the cops usually look at the last call that was made and who it was to and how long it was made from the murder, so they could try to connect it. So there's a possibility that he probably talked to the person, or that's like the video I keep telling you I seen. I want to put it up when I go back in here today after I get off live. I'm gonna find the video and I'm gonna repost it for y'all and put it up where he on the phone with the dude threatening him, and the dude telling him drop your location, and then Zack in turn say no, drop your location so we can pull up. And dude like, what you mean we? No, drop your location so I can pull up. You want me to get my homies involved? You know what happened when my home, and then it go and then the video cut out. But Zack posted that on his, I think it was on Zack's page. I don't know. But the crazy part is the dude that was was talking to Zack, I think that was necessarily for clout too, because he show you his phone, and on his phone it says Zachary Stone or something like that. I think that's Zack last name, but it got Zack picture, like his whole body picture, like he snapped it off Instagram or off one of these posters or off the internet. But he got his whole name up there, so you know it's Zack. But he don't just got like Zack or Zack TV up there, but he got his whole joint up there. And then he put it on YouTube. Matter of fact, he might not even put it on. Somebody else might have just put it on there, but he let it get out because that was his phone call to Zack. You know what I mean? But he was talking to Zack on the phone. It wasn't Zack talking. My fault. It wasn't Zack. It was Zack was on the phone, and dude was talking to Zack, but he had him on speaker. But you know Zack's voice, so you could clearly tell that was Zack. He wasn't stunting like that was Zack, and that wasn't. That was clearly Zack. Y'all hit that like button, man. There's a lot of people in here, man. Make sure you hit that like button, man. I ain't even gonna ask y'all to subscribe. Just hit the like button. You can even drop a comment if you disagree or if you agree. Just try to keep the negativity to a minimum, man. I don't really want to hear the extra stuff. But drop a comment. Yeah, but like I said, the video you can search it up yourself. But when I get done here, I'ma find when I get done off of here, I'ma find the video myself. I think I liked it, or either I put it in my watch later, and I ain't gonna edit it or nothing, but I'm gonna throw it up here so y'all can see it and y'all can make your own determination. But he just another key player that's added into the Zack pool of who done it. This turned into a murder mystery, man. Like I said, it's crazy because he had a lot of people I'm not even gonna say enemies, but he had a lot of people that disliked him. So there's no telling who took part in it. You know what I mean? And it was a setup, so it could be more than one person. I know it was a setup. Nobody get killed no more unless it's on site. Like you catch a person, even when it's on site, you usually get a phone call like, "Yo, homeboy down here, you should slide on him," or "Homeboy about the road, you should sit outside and lay on him when you see him, air him out." So a lot of that be a lot of times when people get not just murdered, when they get shot, it's a lineup. It's always a lineup. And I'm gonna speak the truth, and a lot of y'all gonna get mad, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. Usually when it's a lineup, 70 to 75% of the time, the person lining the person up is a chick. That's who do the most lining up. Chicks line dudes up the most. And then after chicks, I'm gonna say chicks is the 70% of the line up. After the 70%, the other 20% is your homies. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say 60% of chicks, 60% of the culprit is chicks. And I'm gonna say 30% of the culprits is your homies. You be amazed at how many dudes land in the ground because somebody they trusted or somebody they was cool with lined them up. Just like Zack mom saying he was cool with the dude who lined him up. And that's her own words. I ain't adding nothing to it or I ain't putting no seasoning on it. I ain't spicing it up. She said he took you off the streets, he put some money in your pocket, and you did this. So she directly speaking to him. And I know he pooping bricks right now. You know what I mean? Because she done put it out there. So that means the detectives is banging on her door asking her what's going on. Because when somebody get killed, the detectives first thing they do is ask the family, do you know who could have possibly did this, or you think could possibly take part in this? And like I said, that's his mama, so you know she done gave her main man first name, last name, his social security number, his address, his phone number, his Instagram name, his Snapchat, who he voted for in the last election. She gave up everything. That's her baby that died, so she ain't holding nothing back. You know what I mean? She ain't holding nothing back. But like I said, I stand on it that when this come out, who killed Zack, I guarantee you the person who give up the information is one of the guys directly linked to the murder. She basically telling on, I don't want to say telling because that's not telling, but she basically cooperating and putting the information out there on the internet. So you don't think she gonna tell the detectives who got the means to help her get justice? And this is why I say I don't necessarily believe in jail, because if you kill somebody I love, or you shot somebody I love, or you robbed somebody I love, why do I want to see you in jail? All you doing in jail is eating and watching TV and working out and learning how to be a better criminal by the mistakes you made. I need you to be out here to get this smoke. or they get knocked upside your head. It don't make no sense. Sending a person to jail don't make no sense. That's why I say the only people that need to be in jail is the people with mental health problems because they can get help in there. They don't even have to go to jail. They can go to a mental facility. Now, the people that eat people, is no coming back from eating human flesh. That's something different. But Zack mom, like I said, she know who put this together. And she cooperated. She know who put this together. And she cooperated. And we gonna find out soon. And one of them little guys that pulled the trigger, made the phone call, drove one of them cars. Like I said, no matter this, and this is what I think. Just like we saw that video from up high with all them cars, and they went over there, because like I said, I think that I don't know which video it was because we kept seeing a bunch of cars, but I think they might have been transporting that dude to the hospital that was in the passenger seat. I'm just saying we never explored that possibility. Everybody just assumed that that was a shooter, that was the person that killed him, or that was somebody robbing him. We never even thought the possibility that they might have been taking the dude in the passenger seat to the hospital, or that could have been Zack they taken to the hospital, because the news said, no, the news said the police took Zack to the hospital. That's who took him to the hospital, because they said they didn't wait for an ambulance. Or they could have been just riding up looking at this. It's just so many scenarios that could play out just from that video. Even though it got sound, it's so far away. The only sound that we got is from the person recording it. Like everybody keeps saying, if you slow it down in that 2:29 and 59 seconds, you can hear him say, yo, we killed Zack. And I ain't hear all that. I'm not saying it's not there or what. I didn't hear all that. Only thing I heard on there for sure was I heard some yelling. I don't know what the yelling was about, and I heard him say, yo, they just murdered somebody. That's just like I told y'all. He said that they just murdered somebody. He didn't say somebody was in an accident, or they was just shooting, or even somebody got shot. He said they murdered somebody, which led me believe he saw more than we think, or that he letting the public know, period. Because his initial words was, somebody just got murdered. When you hear a shooting, or you look out the window and you hear gunshots, even if you see people out there, you like, yo, they was just shooting, or somebody might have got shot. His exact words was, somebody just got murdered. So that led me to believe he saw more. He saw more. He said they just murdered somebody. So that means either it was a bunch of shots, or he saw somebody slumped over, or he knew it was no way it could have just been a shooting, it was murder. Because that was his exact words. I mean, if I hear a shooting right now and I look out the door and I see a bunch of people out there where I assume the shooting came from, I'm like, well, they was just shooting. Somebody probably got hit. Well, that was a lot of shots. I knew somebody got hit. Well, dang. Well, if I see somebody on the ground, damn, somebody just got shot. But at what point do you say to yourself, damn, somebody just got murdered? If you seen somebody get murdered, or you know for sure they did. Damn, sexy star, remind you of your pop. I'm that old. I look that old. I know I need a shave and a cut. I don't know if I look that old. Yeah, the cameraman saw the whole thing. Cameraman saw the whole thing. I'm waiting for the cameraman to drop an interview. And if he do, he gonna get slaughtered. Because them dudes that's involved right now looking for that cameraman. They on his heels like flip-flops. They on his heels, that lady, and the fool who got on the news and said he heard the shooting and seen them crash. Because if I was involved, I would be on all three of them. And I would be on the dude Freeman, who, the interview he did, he said that he heard shooting and he saw people arguing, and he seen somebody get shot, or he said they was about to fight, and he went back in the bar and he locked the bar up and got on the floor. Then when he looked back out the window, he said he seen somebody walk by with a gun. Now, if it was just a shooting or a murder, and you see somebody with a gun, then they was directly involved. I'm not gonna say they did the murder because that don't mean nothing. I ain't even gonna say they did the shooting. That don't mean nothing. Because if I'm around some shooting and I hear gunshots and I'm strapped, I'm whipping out. Like, so if you are opposition, I'm throwing it at you, or I'm protecting me and my people I'm with, but I'm pulling it out, let you know I'm strapped too, or I might gotta defend myself. So for him to pull his strap out, that means he was that close that he was directly involved. So if I'm directly involved in this murder, that's the worst thing you can be involved in. I don't want you putting my name nowhere in there, especially if I did it, or even if I was with the guys that did it, or if I was with the guy that got murdered. But this is my thing. I don't think Zack wasn't by himself. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. He got friends. I know he got friends, and he a blogger. He wasn't by himself. Somebody was with him. That's why that guy that shot in the shoulder get more credibility in my book. But not just that. Who rides by themselves when you go into a club? You go into an event. Nobody rides by themselves. Even if it's girls, they call their girlfriend up. If it's dudes, you might call your homie up. You might not call a bunch of dudes, or you might not call all your homies, but you're gonna call somebody up that you cool with that go out. Whether it's a person that you know got your back, somebody that like to party, somebody that's always going at the chicks. You gonna call somebody up and be like, yo, you going to that such and such? Let's slide out there. Or yo, I'm going too. Or let me ride with you. Or you ride with me. Or I'll meet you down there. I don't think he was by himself. That's why I say it gives that dude in the car that's supposed to be in the car more credibility that he was there. It just don't make sense. Who goes to a party by themselves? And it was rappers there. Nowadays, dudes is male groupies too. So I'm quite sure one of them dudes was like some of them dudes might have been a male groupie that want to go there. Zack be by himself, but not all the time. Nobody by themselves all the time. He got somebody that he trusted, just like that dude that I told you his name is E-Wall, A-Wall. He said Zack was his man. And he got a lot of videos with Zack. Zack did videos with him telling them how they grew up together, how they hung together. They from the same block. They grew up on the same block, on the grandma block. Nobody be by themselves 100% of the time. I'm by myself 80% of the time. But it's times I go out and I go out with people, or I might call one of my homies up like, yo, you going to that joint? I'm going to be down there too. Let's slide together. I don't think he was in a car by himself. Plus, that party was over early. That wasn't even an after. It might have been an after party. I'm just saying there's too many holes that we don't know. There's a lot of spots that need to be filled out. And we going into a week. We going into a week with the murder, and still no more answers to the murder than we initially had. But see, it's different from you going out in the club, and it's different from me going out in the club, and it's different from you being a club hopper by yourself. Zack is a blogger. He got flunkies. That's anybody that's popular. If you're a high school basketball player, you got flunkies. Then you got some people that genuinely like you and just want to be up under you. If you got that type of personality, you're gonna have people that want to be up under you. I don't think he was by himself. Let's say, all right, let's just say for the sake of argument, he was by himself. I think it might have been a car behind him, somebody with him, somebody following him. They going the same way home. That's like if I go to the club downtown in my city and I'm leaving, me and who might be with me or who I might know, we might live in different parts of the city, but we still got to get to the expressway or Broad Street to get anywhere in this city. That's the only way out of Center City in Philadelphia. It's 7695 or Broad Street. The rest of them streets is cut off, and they lead you right back to either 76 Broad Street, 95. You still got to go those ways. And it was a public street. It wasn't like it was a dead end. That's what I'm saying. There's too many variables for nobody not to have seen that. Now, are they keeping quiet? That's something totally different. I don't believe he was by himself, but I could be wrong. Like I said, that's my opinion. Don't shoot the messenger. Literally, don't shoot the messenger. That's my opinion. I don't think he was by himself. And I put up the video of the person that I think was in the car with him. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong about that too. That don't have to be necessarily the guy in there. But on the same token, let's say that's not the guy that was in the car with Zack, and that happened somewhere else. Different day, different time, whatever. Ain't had nothing to do with Zack. I still don't think Zack was by himself. I don't think he was by himself. And another thing, I don't think it was that late either. I don't know the exact time he's supposed to got killed, but even it wasn't that late if the bar was still open. Cause don't the bars close at 2:30? Like they close like 2, but people still be around like 2:30. You know what I mean? That's another reason why I don't go out or I don't be out all night. I don't go to no after hours. I'm over that. I used to go to after hours, but I don't do after hours no more because there's murder waiting to happen. My grandma said the only thing open after 3 o'clock is legs and gas stations. Nowadays, it's legs, gas stations, and hospital rooms. That's where you going at. Like, ain't nothing in the after hour. I believe so too. But the hospital pronounced him dead at 4:30. But no telling how long they was trying to resuscitate him, no how long they was working on him, how long it took to get to the hospital. That's just when he was reported dead. No folk in the house. It may not have been a lot of traffic in that area at that time of night, but I don't think he was the only car that used that block either. Because if they all leaving the party and everybody taking different ways, it could have been people going that way also. But even still, it was traffic on that block because the bartender said he had patrons in the bar. He told all of them to get on the floor, and he got on the floor, and he saw somebody walk by with a gun. So if not for nothing, the patrons that was in that bar was there. And outside of a bar is never usually empty. It's either people coming, going, smoking. I'm just saying, we debunking every theory. I'm just saying, I think his murder was witnessed by somebody other than the shooters. That's just what I think. I think his murder was witnessed by somebody other than the shooters. And I'm not going back on it. Like I said, I think one of the shooters is going to tell. That's how everybody watched the first 48. Everybody watched the first 48. Who tells on the first 48? The friends. I ain't gonna, maybe not even friends. The guys was there though. Put it that way. I ain't gonna say they was friends. The guys that was there. I wouldn't be surprised the way people film nowadays. Everything that's happening. I wouldn't be just like Main Man or the lady or whoever, because we still don't know who did film that, but because there's too many discrepancies. Because they keep saying a lady, but you clearly hear, unless she was a drag queen, you clearly hear a man's voice saying somebody got murdered. Even when he backed up, like they looked up there at him, he backed up and went back out there. He was trying to record the murder. But what I'm saying is, uh, nobody was filming, even on their way home. Yo, the club was popping, or how y'all girls like nobody was filming. It's the camera age. Come on. I wouldn't be surprised if the murder was caught on somebody's tape. The smart thing would have been to do, once I found out I got a murder on the tape, I'm not showing nobody, none of that. I'm erasing that shit. ASAP. I'm erasing that shit. I ain't hear nothing about his sister. I don't even know if he got a sister. I'm not sure. But I would immediately erase that murder tape. I know that. I wouldn't show nobody. Because even if you erase it and you show it to somebody, even your most trusted associate, your most trusted friend or associate, even if you show it to somebody, they're going to tell somebody else. Well, the concert, see, this is the thing. The concert was like a variety showcase. So I don't know if it was any major like mainstream rappers there, but it was a lot of rappers there that's like showcasing their talent. It was like a showcase event. Like it was a showcasing event. So it was a lot of performers there. The guy T Street wasn't the only one. And like I said, I recorded I think like one scene of it on my phone, but he showed more than just one rapper on his Insta story. It's gone now because, he can't highlight it or whatever. But he showed more than one rapper on his Insta story. So it was like I said, it was a variety showcase. So it was a couple rappers on there. And that's what I'm saying. Then when you usually leave the club, if it's not too late, you're going to get. If it's not too late, you're going to get something to eat. You might be even hitting another club, an after hour, a biker, a social club. That's why I say I don't think he was by himself, and I don't think he was the only one on that road, man. Rip Zack. But we gonna find out. It's just strange that it's been a week and we ain't got no newer information than we originally had. You know what I mean? But like I said, they might be still, well, not they might, they still investigating unless it's solved. Just like the Kanika case is underground right now. But I think they already know what happened in Kanika case. I said that in my last video I actually made about Kanika. The last video I actually spoke on, like I streamed. I think they know who killed Kanika. I think Kanika mother know who killed Kanika. I can't remember if she's saying rest in peace Zack, or if she talking greasy about Zack, or if she got anything to say about Zack. I don't really follow her page no more. I just don't really follow Teresa Martin. I don't even want to get into it, but I don't I don't even check her posts no more. I think that lady pulled the cover over our eyes with that case, man. I think she did some intentionally. I think she intentionally misled us on a couple things. I think she intentionally misled us with a couple things, like not just one thing where it might have been a mistake or misinformation. I think she intentionally misled us more than once. So to me, she not a reliable source to me. She not a reliable source. Like so, so is it official that Zack got a brother? Somebody just said Zack brother is in jail. I know Zack put a story up with a little boy that's supposed to have been his son, and then he put another story up with a little boy. I don't know if that was his son or his nephew. It could have been either one of them. I'm just not sure. Yeah. See, Sexy Star saying he in jail. He got 10 years. But then Lisa's saying that Zack mom said that's her only son. Yeah, he could have a brother on his dad's side. I don't know, but I like. Oh yeah, I got something to ask y'all too. All right, this guy Kenneth, whatever you want to call him, is supposed to be Kanika brother. How y'all feel about the way he carrying on Instagram and Snapchat? Like to me, he don't seem like a grieving brother. I'm gonna be grieving mines forever. Like, and he just seemed like he seemed like he in a happy place right now. Like I don't get that. Your little sister is dead, and they look just alike. Like they look exactly like they could pass for twins, not fraternal twins. Like they could pass for twins. Like if he got a wig on, he can go for Kanika. If she had a haircut, she can go for him. Like I'm just saying, I watched a couple dude posters on Instagram. I went to his page. I looked at every single picture on his page because he only got maybe 20, 30 pictures. I looked at every single picture on his page. I looked at a couple people that's connected to us. Like when he add somebody on there, I go to their page and see if they put him on there. Like when he first came home from jail. But how y'all feel about this dude's whole attitude and his whole like his whole thing? Like how y'all feel about his whole thing? Like he seemed to me, he seemed a little off. Like he don't. To me, he don't seem like a grieving brother. That's just me. I mean, he don't seem like a grieving brother. He talking about his rap career now, the singles he dropping, and I mean, he just don't seem like a grieving brother to me. I don't know. Maybe I could be one-sided. I doubt if I'm one-sided because I don't have no information on Neyman or nothing. Like no reason to like him or dislike him. But I'm just saying, like I'm asking y'all because I want to know what y'all think about it. Like you said he young, immature, naive, and Chicago hood attitude. He worried about clothes and bullshit. Excuse me, like bull crap. I'm not agreeing with that. Let me see what your name is. Monique. I'm not agreeing with that one right there. I What I'm saying here, I don't have no direct opinion, dude, because the way I'm starting to think now is like it's like super cloud my judgment as far as like the whole case when I see him. Like it make me think like crazy thoughts when I see him about the whole case. To me, he don't seem like a grieving brother, man. He don't seem like a grieving brother. He seemed to me like he ain't have a sister that died.
All right. Find out what's the other day.
You know what I'm doing?
My mom said, come on, I started pensioning. You should have came down. I'm like, Mom, that's not what you just said yesterday. Come on, there's 180. Why would you take this money? I need the whole 20. I need it.
Can you get me a
I
sandwich?
come right back. It's not even no
No, I'm
store.
talking about, but can you get me a sandwich real fast with Dunkin' Donuts and the coffee? No, I ain't no breakfast. I want the sausage, egg, and cheese croissant. And look, give me a medium coffee, 5 sugars, no cream. Just get the 3 creams from on the side because they put too much. Just get the 3 creams from off the side. But medium coffee, 5 sugars. And the turkey, egg, and cheese croissant. Taj like them too, so you might want to get him one. Yeah, 5 sugars. That's how I like it. It tastes good like that. 5 sugars, medium. Yeah. Lemon Vlogs. Appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe and like it too. And Sierra said she wanted a sandwich too, wife. No, medium. Yeah. Like my coffee like I like my women. Um, so my condolences, Sandra. I'm not gonna say about the grievance and all. I'm just saying he don't seem like his little sister just died. Like I remember my little brother got shot, right? And he a grown man. He in the street. You know what I mean? He not necessarily a gunslinger, but he in the streets. When you're involved in that street, you can't dictate what happened to you and how the streets respond to you. But I know I'm still upset about that. You know what I mean? Of course, I'm living my life, but the week he got shot, I came home from jail the day after he got shot. I wasn't on Instagram the day after he got shot. I wasn't on Facebook. I wasn't on MySpace. I wasn't on none of that the week, the next 2 weeks, the next month. In fact, I don't even think I had none of that stuff. I mean, I had a Facebook, but I doubt an Instagram and Snapchat. I'm not sure, but I know I definitely wasn't worried about posting no pictures and flashing no foolish money. I'm not flashing no money anyway. Like, what real hustler flashes money? Who does that? Who does that? Like, what real hustler gets on there and flashes money? Who flash money? Period. The people that's trying to convince you that they got money. Like, ain't nobody. I'm not putting no money up there. If you see me in the street, then you see me in the street. Then you know how I move, or you know what I drive, or you know what I dress like, or you know the type of person I am. You know what my costume look like, and I call it a costume because that's what it usually is. But that dude ain't getting no money. He ain't getting no money. You'll be able to see it. He'll show it to you. He'll show it to you. I'm talking about as far as the way he living. Like, you'll see it in the car. You'll see it in the clothes. You'll see it in the jewelry. That's the first thing people do. It's sad to say us as black, black men. I'm gonna say, not necessarily women, because they wear costume jewelry a lot. But the first thing a young black male do, and I'm gonna say between the ages of 16 and 26, when they get some money, before they even buy a car necessarily or a house, they put some shiny metals around their neck to draw more attention to them. But I'm just saying he don't look like a grieving brother to me. You know what? This is my channel. I'm gonna say what I want to say. You don't like it? Tune off. I'm gonna say more than he don't look like a grieving brother. He don't look like he lost a sister. There, I said it. Plain and simple. I said it. I said it. He don't look like he lost a sister. He don't look like his little sister died. I said it. So what? Everybody grieve different, but he just come out of jail. This is my whole thing. He just came out of jail. Somebody supposedly killed his sister. That's what they saying, right? Let's say a couple dudes killed the sister, little gang dudes. They killed the sister. They choked her out, or they poisoned her, or whatever. People don't even know you home from jail except your inner circle. So I'm gonna be moving in the trenches, so I can slide down on somebody and they don't even know I'm coming. So for one, why am I going on the internet? That's one. Like, I don't even want you to know I'm home, so I can slide up on you and you don't even know I'm home. And you wake up with some wings on your back if you feel like that. If you're a gang member, not just for that, he can slide up on his ops. They don't even know he home. That's just one. Two, he on there enjoying life too much. Like he like, I'm not gonna say enjoying life too much. That's a bad way for me to put it, because there's no such thing as enjoying life too much. I'm just gonna put it this way: he don't seem like his sister just died, and this is the way he know all eyes are on him, because eyes was on him before he even left jail. Like, everybody was talking about him. So he home. Social media would be the last. I would still be hurt. It would still be a soft spot for me. And it's not about everybody grieving different. It's just about reality. You come home from jail and you can't see your little sister because she dead. That's reality. It's not even about grieving. That's reality. Like, then you come home and your mother lost her daughter. Like, that's reality. It's not about grieving. It's reality. Like, you got to deal with your mother losing a child, another child, because his brother got killed too. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, your mom, you got to deal with seeing her every day. You know she gonna treat you different because you just came home from jail, so she ain't seen you, ain't been around you. Might even not even got a chance to hug and kiss you since all this happened. I ain't seen no report of him coming home for the funeral, so he wasn't home for the funeral. Like, you see what I'm saying? He just don't look like somebody that lost a sibling, especially a sister. Like, you didn't lose your brother who out here gang banging, he killing people, shooting people, getting money out here in these streets. You lost your sister. Like women are vulnerable. That's what we supposed to hold like more secure. Like I may say what stuff I've been dealt with in my life, but I got a lot of nieces. I only got one sister, and I got a daughter. Like you protect women more than men. That's like when I go out with my wife and I tell her we can't go to certain clubs or certain bars or certain neighborhood functions, and she say, "Well, you be there." Now all of a sudden there's too much going on there when you with me, like I'm hiding something. No, it is because I can go to these places and I know how to move and I know how to move around in the crowd and I know how to move when something's going on or I think something's about to happen and I know how to get me up out that situation unless it's just my time. But me having to worry about me and you is gonna put a chink in my armor because I'm not only watching out for me, I'm watching out for you. That's just securing your women. That's just how it go. You know what I mean? So him coming home, he's supposed to be burning them streets apart, especially if he a gang member. Like I hope Allah never put me in a position where I have to experience what he experienced. I hope God never see me fit to experience that. I'm just my opinion that he don't seem like he lost a sister. I mean, they got houses everywhere. There's houses in Philly that you could buy for $1,000. Well, not too much, too more, but 2,500, 3,500 and rehab them. That's what people that smart with a little bit of paper doing. Their population, I don't think it's down. I think it's in the same spot because people getting murdered, but people having babies like crazy too, especially young girls, just like here in my city. I don't, I don't, I don't think the population decreasing. It's called population control. I don't think it's decreasing. You said he can't show like emotion in the pack of wolves. That's his squad. They show emotion all day when they turning up for their dead homies. That's emotion. When dudes talking about smoking their dead homies, they get emotional on camera. They do everything but cry. When they talking about they out here looking for ops because they was talking about smoking their, that's emotion. Believe it or not, that's emotion. If I say I'm smoking your dead homie, you be like, oh, I'm gonna kill him. Where he at? That's emotion. That ain't anger, that's emotion. You getting emotional because you know I can't smoke your dead homie unless I literally smoke him or I roll up his ashes and smoke him. So that's emotion. That ain't anger. That's emotion. And that's the problem with a lot of us, man. Even me too sometimes. We deal with emotion, feelings and emotions. That's what songs, you're supposed to deal with results as a man. What you can do to improve your situation versus dwelling on it. I'm just saying I don't want to beat a dead horse. I just my personal opinion. Don't make it true. I'm just saying Kenneth or Kenny, Teresa Jenkins. I mean Kenny Jenkins or Kenny Martin, whatever his name is. He don't look like he just lost a sister, a little sister. He don't. He don't look like he lost a little sister. He look like he happy to be on the streets and his business as usual. Let me get my coffee, my food, y'all. Why you ain't put the air on in the car? Once you do it dry enough. You know that. You got one for that?
Oh, they don't have
I didn't get that. Yeah, he just don't look like a grieving brother to me, y'all. Y'all can say what y'all can say. I know it's some of y'all out there that agree with me. And I know it's some of y'all out there that disagree with me. And I know it's some of y'all that's thinking the exact same thing as I'm thinking. He don't look like he just lost his sister. He doing too much. He doing too much right now. He doing too much. You know what I mean? Hold on one second. Let me put this five. Let me put these three creamers in here. with my 5 sugar medium coffee, like I said. Yep. Oh, you only got me 2 creamers, yo. I said 3. Because I put 2.5 in the medium and I put 3 in the large. See, it ain't even the same color. This ain't gonna be a good coffee. Yep, this ain't gonna be a good coffee. It is late in the day for coffee, but who's to say what's the proper time for coffee? Plus, I didn't eat breakfast. I didn't have to work today. I was off today. So I had some things on my mind. So I decided to get up, brush my teeth, wash my face, rinse my hair out, and discuss the issues I have with YouTube on YouTube. So I didn't get a chance to eat breakfast. And I didn't get a chance to have my coffee. So I chose basically YouTube over my morning ritual. So, with that being said, I got to get in where I fit in, which is take care of YouTube. And now get on here. Let me see. I want coffee too now. It's 4 p.m. here. Damn, it's 4 p.m. Where you at, Mind Retreat? Put him in jail or give him some proper parenting. That's how. Shout outs to London. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm back, y'all. How about I was putting some pepper on my sandwich just now and dropped my whole sandwich on my kitchen floor? No, that don't matter. Cause I'm eating it. I'm glad my house clean. Even if it wasn't clean, I'm still eating it. 3-second rule. Or it could be a 15-minute rule. I don't care. I'm still eating it. Yeah, I just don't believe. I would like to interview him, though. This is getting ready to be my full-fledged job. I ain't quitting my other job, my real job. But I'm saying, oh yeah, shout out to Mind Retreat, all y'all in London. That's what's up. I hope you subscribe to me, Mind Retreat. I'm shouting you out. Shout out Mind Retreat. And don't forget to like my video. But I hope you subscribe to me, all y'all there. For sure, dirt down here. But yeah, what I was saying is, I would like to interview Kenny. That's who I like to interview. Because I don't think even Zack interviewed him. I don't think he spoke publicly about it. But I would like to talk to him and hear his thoughts. Because one thing about a person, my dad always told me, a person will tell you anything you want to know. All you got to do is let him talk. And you would be able to hear just where his thought process is and how he thinks and what type of time he on just by hearing him talk. You can get a whole makeup on a person in the first 2-3 minutes of just hearing them talk. I'm telling you. Damn, hold on 1 second. Another thing too, y'all. I was thinking about it a couple minutes ago, right? I'm tired of having stories that I want y'all to see, and I talk about or I tell y'all about, and I don't have them right then and there. So what I'm gonna do is with my live later on when I go live, I'm gonna have my laptop out. So the stories that I'm telling y'all about or that I want y'all to see, I can pull them right up, put them right on the live while we talking. And I might break the phone out so y'all can tell me how y'all feel about it right then and there. How y'all feel about that? Because I tell y'all to check out a story right now, and we on live, so you gotta make a decision. Either disconnect from the live and go check the story out, or if you're fortunate enough, pull it up on your computer if you're next to one, or you wait till we get off, and then you might got something you want to add, and it's a dead issue because the live is gone. So that's what I think I'm gonna do this afternoon. Because I'm gonna do a little bit of research on YouTube because it's kind of hot out here. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I think that would solve. Well, that would solve. It may not solve a lot, but it'll definitely give us another outlook on the way we feel about him. Yeah. What part of the city you from? Well, do you know where I'm at? Strawberry Mansion. You know what part of the city I am? No, Kenny ain't do no interviews yet. That's the thing. Okay, that's what's up. Logan, Huntington Park, Germantown, Nicetown. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna go on his Instagram when I go back. I'm gonna flood him with DMs. I'm gonna flood his comments. Your auntie in Philly, that's what's up. This is the city to come visit, regardless of the violence and stuff. That's not the whole city. That's not the makeup of the city. That's just a part. But yeah, y'all, if y'all want to see it too, and y'all following, jump in his comments, jump in his DM, let him know about me. Northeast. I'm in the Northeast right now. That's where I live at. But jump in his DM, jump in his comment, let him know the boy Strawberry Mansion's very own on the interview. I even gave him a couple dollars if I got to. Yeah, Addison shut down now. I went to Strawberry Mansion. Yeah, let him know the guy Strawberry Mansion's very own, who been following his sister case. Want to talk to him, and I'm a blogger. I ain't Carlisle Street, man. I don't think it's a Carlisle Road. This is street. We don't really have rules out here unless they up the boulevard. No, it's right here. Yeah, I want to talk to him. So yeah, y'all drop me some DMs and some comments. It's crime and criminals everywhere. And I've been in Chicago, but I just seen a different side of Chicago because I was out there for work. I mean, my wife actually went through there, so we didn't stay very long. But this was about 3 years ago because I wanted to go to Chicago. I actually liked Chicago. Even when the violence was still at all-time high, but the Kanika thing wasn't going on yet, and none of that. Yeah, it's shut down now, but it's another one. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, jump in his comments, jump in his DM, and let him know the Strawberry Mansion's very own, a reputable YouTube blogger, because I don't know the difference between blogger and vlogger. But let him know a reputable get together. He may even pay for an interview. Yeah, he like flashing money, so I might got a little roll for him. Puerto Rican bank roll. I don't think he's gonna want to talk though. I don't think he's gonna want to talk about that. The type of character he is, I think he's gonna want to talk about his rap career. Joe Jackson, I think that's the old head. Joe, I don't know if Kanika and Zack is connected. I doubt it's connected. As far as the murder, I doubt it's connected. I think Zack, I could be wrong, but I think Zack got killed over some street stuff. That's what I think. Ron, I wish that was true. I swear, Ron, I wish that was true. I wish he would talk to only me. I wish he felt like that too. That would do wonders for both of us. No. Yep. Nah, I don't think that. To be totally honest, man, Zack, I think Zack's career is over. I think in a month, people not even gonna be talking about Zack no more. Cause Zack he wasn't one of them people you'd be like, oh my God, he didn't deserve this. Like, oh my, like, I'm talking about as far as the whole community is concerned. He's not one of them people that the community get behind like that. You know what I mean? They chalking this up to gang violence. I'm telling you, they already chalked it up to gang violence. That's what I believe. I think it's already chalked up to gang violence. The police fuck around and already know what happened to Zack. I'm telling you. They might. I don't think they got nobody in custody, but they definitely got people of interest. I think that. Nobody can keep quiet in these streets, man. Those days of people like the real, like no snitching, them days is over with. Motherfuckers is telling what they know and telling what they saw. That no snitching and keep your mouth closed, those days is gone. Those days is over with. Motherfuckers is snitching, cooperating, telling, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But they doing that. They own that now. Especially this young generation. Like I said, I ain't in the streets, but I ain't too far from them. And that's all this generation is doing. They triple threat. They'll blow your brains out and tell on you. You know what I mean? They'll blow your brains out. They'll tell on you. They triple threat. Mommy not here. Mommy went to grandma's house. She'll be right back. I'm downstairs though. I'll call you in a minute. You want some coffee? Yeah, but it's gonna cool down in a minute, and I'll call you and give you some. All right? Yeah, I had to come inside, man. It was getting a little hot out there. I can't get no blacker, man. I get any darker, I'm gonna disappear, man. But I tell you what, now that I'm in the house, I got a smart TV, right? So I could pull up YouTube. So I'm gonna see if I can find that video real fast. Cause I'm about to log off so I can get in the shower, change my clothes, but not right now. I'm trying to find this video for y'all. I just don't know if it's gonna pop up. Like I wanted to show y'all, like I said about the guy who was talking greasy to Zack. This air feel good, thank God for air. Shit, Fox 29 ain't gonna care about nothing that's happening and send me an email, Danella. Strawberry Mansion's very own. Drop me an email on Strawberry Mansion's very own at gmail.com. Yeah, Fox 29 don't care about what's happening in Chicago. They barely care about what's happening in our city. Now how many people got killed here last week that they didn't even report on? Unless somebody got done real dirty. We had 70 for 70, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Shout y'all out, man. Shit, a lot of people done did that for here. They don't care about what's going on with us, man. They don't care about us, period, man. They only care about us when it's beneficial. It's a big story that's gonna get them some ratings. Other than that, they don't care about us here, man. Shit, our own people don't care about us. So you know ain't no outsiders gonna care about us. Y'all can't hear me? My volume all the way up. Yeah, they don't care about us, man. Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, they don't care about us, man. Hold on, I'm trying to find it now, y'all. Yeah, they don't care about us. that, now that's different. The bed bug situation. I used to be a trash man. Trust me, I know about that. This shit taking forever, man. That's why I was at. Um, hold on, I think this is it right here. Is this it? This might be it. Hold on. Not it. Not it. That's not it. Man, my own phone is dead, man. It's in my other phone called Uncle Phone, man. I don't know, y'all. I thought that was it, man. That's some bullshit. I had it on mute. That's why y'all can't hear it, but that ain't it. But actually, my other phone did, but I know for sure it's in this phone, and I could have searched it up on that phone. Taj, put my phone on the charger. Secret call tells Zack TV your life's in danger. No, that's not it. No, don't worry about it. Never mind. I don't know which one. Yeah, but I'm gonna have it for y'all this afternoon. I'm sure for sure I have it this afternoon. Let me see. Let me see if it's in here. Yeah, but like I said, he threatening Zach on the phone, telling Zach to pull up. Never mind. Go ahead. Don't worry about it. It's a it's a video out there with this guy calling Zach, telling Zach to pull up. He telling Zach like he wants smoke, and Zach telling him to drop it. Well, he telling Zach to drop his location. Then Zach turn tell him to drop his location so him and his homies could pull up. And I don't know the exact dude name, but if I knew his name, then I could pull it up. You go to the actual video, and then it's gonna be like an arrow like that, and it's gonna say share. You go in there and you share. And when you share it, you put in my address, Strawberry Mansion's very own at gmail.com. And then when you put that in, then it'll send to me. You sent it? All right, thanks. But like I said, dude threatens Zach. He could be one of the top suspects, but they got this story on here. I don't know if y'all saw it. I think it's completely garbage about the anonymous caller. I think Zack put that call together myself. That anonymous caller when he was feeding off that anonymous call thing when he's supposed to have an anonymous caller calling them, telling them about the Kanika case and threatening them. I think he put that together himself. I don't think that was a real caller. And they knew they was being recorded. And they know he a blogger and they know that was going right on the internet. And the thing about that is the people that know your voice. I ain't saying they private investigators or they super secret. I'm just saying people that talk to you on a regular basis, they know your voice when they hear it. The homies I be around every day, if I hear their voice on here, or that's just like when I'm watching somebody Insta Snap and I know where they at. Like I know one of my homies on the block. I hear him putting on an Insta Snap, and I hear somebody talking in the background, but I can't see him. I know who that is because I be around them dudes all the time. You know what I mean? So whoever made that phone call, I'm quite sure they got somebody around them that be like, you know what I mean? I don't believe it. I think that was Zach did a lot of stuff for ratings, man. And I'm not even saying that's bad because he a blogger. That's what the news do, and we still watch it. They do stuff for ratings. They report stuff that's not even necessarily true. So and we still watch it. We don't deter from it. That's just something I'm not going to do because I got other things I could be doing with my time besides like manufacturing some garbage. So I just wouldn't do it. So y'all ain't got to worry about me ever manufacturing nothing. What you see is what you get. You know what I mean? But I got too much going on in my life that I'm gonna sit around and just make something up. Like, come on, I could be doing something other than that. I think my personal opinion is that Zach made that up for ratings. Just like when he had the Irene interview. Remember, he had the Irene interview for a long time before he dropped it. That's because he was trying to get the what do you call it, the like the anticipation up for it. Yeah, he definitely was smart. He definitely knew what he was doing. This was his craft. I definitely take my hat off to him. I just disagree with a lot of stuff he did, but he was definitely smart. But anybody that could build something from nothing is smart, and I take my hat off to you. Like he built that channel up from nothing. Like I take my hat off to him. And he was being paid. He was getting paid from it. So like he monetized it, and I don't mean monetize it as far as like going on the Google AdSense or nothing like that and monetize putting ads on and monetize. I'm talking about he monetized it where as though he turned something into nothing with no viewers, built it up to the viewers he had, found a platform where as though it fitted his niche and was able to make money turn it into currency. Like I ain't hear him talking about he was working at Starbucks or McDonald's, and then I'm assuming this was his full fledged job, and he made enough to live his life off of it. And Femi, I appreciate you, and we all appreciate you, and thank you. But he turned that in. I can't hear me. I don't know why y'all can't hear me. My volume is all the way up. I don't know. Even if my phone automatically connect to my Wi-Fi. Sometimes I have to disconnect it even when I turn it off. Oh, they saying they can hear me. That might just be you. No, ain't nothing blocking the mic. The mic free. Can y'all hear me? I don't know why y'all barely can hear me. Cause there's a couple people in here. What about now? Or maybe I'm just too far back. Can y'all hear me good now? I don't know why it sound muffled. There's nothing obstructing it. Like it's sitting free. It's in a stand. It's in a stand that's sitting free. The stand holding it like this, so there's nothing blocking it. Like my speakers all the way down here. There's nothing that's blocking it. I don't know, y'all. It might be y'all. Yeah, everybody seems like it. Yeah, but like I said, he monetized it. He monetized his platform. He monetized his platform and made money from it. So I respect him and I take my hats off to him because he used what he had and made something out of it. You know what I mean? It's just sad that it got snatched away from him for whatever reason. We can't question the creator. It wasn't supposed to, for him. It wasn't meant for him to be here. Just like it wasn't meant for him to be here past 30. That was his checkout number. We don't know our checkout number, so everything we accumulate in this life means nothing in the next life unless it's good deeds. You know what I mean? So it was time for him to be called for his good deeds. Now, what the tool was used to get him out of here is something completely different. You know what I mean? It's like it's people that may think the way I'm on my channel is wrong, or I'm not using it right, or I'm not doing something right. But you're gonna have critics just like you have supporters. You know what I mean? It's all up to you whether you want to keep pushing or moving in the same direction or moving another direction. But the Kanika case started a lot of controversy. It opened up a lot of people's eyes to a lot of things. It brought negative and positive publicity to Rosemont. It brought publicity to what's the name of that hotel? Crown Plaza. It brought people attention to the violence that's going on in Chicago. Um, it brought more attention to Zack. It brought attention to the rap culture in Chicago because that's where a lot of the deaths come from. Kanika had a big impact on this whole. I'm gonna say in the United States. I don't know how far it reached outside of the United States, but it ain't a person in any state that didn't hear about what happened to her. You know what I mean? And that opened up a lot of doors for all kinds of people. You know what I mean? That opened up doors for people's voices. That's just like the dude like I said. Listen, I hate to be the dead horse, but I like to bring it up. But where is the Jedediahs at? Where is the Andrew Holmeses at? Uh, 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 where the P. Ricos at? Where these guys at that said they would continue to fight for Kanika justice? They won't stop till they last breath in their body. And where are they at? Like just keeping us abreast. Like I don't know what's going on in Kanika case right now. No more information is being uploaded about it. It's the same old information. People making up information. People creating information. There's nobody close to the case that's keeping us updated. There's not let nobody letting us know where the process is at with it. Like you know what I mean? Like so, I said it before. Those people were just here because that's where the spotlight was at. That's just like it's people here right now for the Zack spotlight. And in another week or two, when this get out the news and this get out of the public eye, Zack gonna fade to black just like Kanika fade to black. I remember you couldn't look on YouTube from September to December on YouTube. Period. Well, I don't care what you watched or what you subscribed to, but you couldn't open your YouTube on the home page, not the subscription, but the home page, and couldn't see something about Kanika. Now you got to search for it. Kanika used to pop up on the home page. She was the trending topic for a couple months. Like she wasn't even big as Kendrick. She wasn't even big as Kendrick. She wasn't big as a shot. I mean, she was bigger than Kendrick. She was bigger than Ashanti Billy. But all these people lost their life under suspicious circumstances, just like the murders that we witnessing happen in the hood every day. And I don't mean witness like an eyewitness. I mean like we just see happen and we know about that happen. Because it's a lot of murders in my city that to the outsiders looking in would seem suspicious. Just like it took us 21 years to find out what happened in Big and Pop. But out in California and New York, they knew what happened in them that week. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, Kanika, a lot happened with Kanika, and there was so many people outraged that what happened to Kanika. I thought they really, I thought they really wasn't going to rest until something really came out about that. As much as they put cases on these young black and Hispanic guys, drug cases, gun cases, murder cases, I'm surprised they didn't manufacture a case and put it on somebody. You know what I mean? Like it was that much attention on the case. I'm surprised they wasn't in a rush to find out. You know, I mean not to find out to close this case that they just didn't force it on somebody. But that shows you that they really don't care about us, and they only go with what's popular, just like our kids and their attention span. Like the music business don't put out albums no more. The music business put out singles. They don't sell. The artists barely even make full albums with 16 and 18 and 20 songs. They make an album with 7 songs or 10 songs and put it on iTunes. That's because the kids' attention span is just like that. And that's just like the public. They give us a mass shooting to distract us from something else that's important that's happening. And we'll go follow it just like a flunky. We do it. That's just what we do, and that's why they put out. That's why the record labels put out these singles, because they know a kid ain't going. They got ADHD. They ain't listening to no whole doggone album. They gonna listen to one song and a dance and move on to the next. You know what I mean? And that's just like the same thing with the public. They give us a big case to distract us from something going on. They know we sheep and we're gonna follow it, and then meanwhile they can whitewash us and we'll never know what's really going on. But I think that's what platforms like YouTube is for, because the issues that they refuse to keep in the news and keep in the public eye that we need to talk about and we need to address, though they had a bigger platform. They gonna skip over it and they gonna let us watch what they want us to watch. But on places like YouTube and the internet, the social medias, um, we can continue to talk about them, continue to bring them up. If we get enough followers on the situation, we can make them bring some more light to it, reopen the cases, or take a better look at the cases, or shine some more light at the cases. Like YouTube was a gift and a curse. These social medias was a gift and a curse. They gave them to us. They gave them to us to keep tabs on us and to confuse the masses like they did religion years ago. That's just like these phones with a facial recognition. Come on, man. That's a ploy for this CCTV thing, man. That's just what I think. Like they want you. That facial recognition gets sent to another database, just like they have one of those movies, the Born Identities and stuff like that, where they looking for a terrorist or something, and they put the face recognitions and all them faces flip up and flip up and flip up till they find the right one. That's just like them selfie sticks. That was so everybody's face can get on file. Think about it. Where them selfie sticks at now? That stuff is corny. It was corny then and it's corny now, but it's super corny now. But when it first came out, everybody in the world had a selfie stick. Everybody. Your grandmom, your mom, you, your girl. Everybody had selfie sticks. They made selfies popular, hashtagged it. That's so you all could take y'all pictures, put y'all face on there so they could throw it in the data bank. Just because these conspiracies and these crazy, yeah, yeah. But just like all these crazy conspiracy movies, like you think that stuff like they just a super creative writer that they came with out of the blue. All this stuff come from somewhere. Like it come from some situation. It come from something. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of these movies like The Born Identity, Enemy of the State, Criminal Mind, those movies. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate you. Those movies They be having FBI consultants, CIA consultants, retired dudes. Yeah, that's the right email. Yeah, they be having retired FBI agents, CIA agents, Secret Service people. They be having them people consult on films. So when they make a film, they be like, well, I want to put this in here. You think this is seem realistic? Yeah, we actually got that. You know what I mean? This world, I may not be here to see it, but just think about how it's changed from when your parents, everybody that's in their 30s and 40s, think about how this country has changed since your parents was kids, and then their parents was kids to now. So imagine where we're gonna be at in the next coming years. What's the favor? You said, how could you tell a person's character by talking to them? You could tell immediately by the choice of topic they tell. I mean, the choice of topic that they talk about, how they articulate themselves, whether they talk with their hands, whether they use big words, whether they cuss a lot, whether they use slang, their body language, eye contact. There's a lot of ways to tell a person's character. You just gotta be looking for it. And I appreciate it. You could tell. There's a lot of ways to tell about a person's character. You know what I mean? You just gotta be willing to look and listen. Some of us, even me included, sometimes we just don't know when to stop talking and listen. They say they say that's why the creator gave us two ears and one mouth so we could listen more and talk less. I just tend to talk not as much when I'm around people I don't know because I don't want to get them an immediate opinion of me, and I also want to like is learn as much as I can about you. I appreciate you. Yeah, when I'm around new people, I'm not shy. That's shy is for kids. I just don't. I'm just not as open around new people because I don't know what your intentions are, and 90% of the people intentions are not what they seem. So I tend to play the background when I'm around new people. But when I'm with people that I'm comfortable with, I'm my normal, outgoing, my regular self. A person that know me, that know the type of person I am. I'm a happy person. I'm a joking person. I'm not too serious. I'm not a killer. I'm not a tough guy. I've been practicing me for 40 something years. I don't know how to be nobody else. So I am who I am. But if I don't know you, there's no sense of me introducing you to me if you're not going to be here. And the only way I'm going to know if you be here is by getting to know you and see if I want to accept you in my life. So at that point, now I'm interviewing you to be a character in the role that's my life. So if I'm interviewing you, I'm listening to you talk. I don't even have to ask you no questions. I'm quite sure somebody else gonna ask the questions for me. There's no reason for me to. There's no reason to bombard you with my conversation when I'm just meeting you, unless it's a natural flowing conversation, whereas though I feel comfortable talking to you. You know, we started up like I met a guy when I was out the country. I met a guy in Punta Cana. He's from all the way from the other side of the United States, and me and him held a maybe a 10-second conversation, and he seemed like a genuine dude. So the last couple of days I was out the country, him and his wife and me and my wife, we kicked it a lot. But me and him kicked it the last couple of days more than anything. But he was a genuine dude. That's what I got. He was natural, and our conversation wasn't forced. It was natural. It took its natural course. Now I only know him out the country. I don't know him in his state. I don't know him in his city. I don't know him in his neighborhood. I know him out the country how I met him and what I judged of him that he was an okay dude. You know what I mean? So I held a conversation with him on more than once. And we talked about outside of our vacation, just general talk, not no plans and we just talked general. But it was a cool conversation. So there was somebody I said, okay, well, I could see me, you know, uh, 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 letting him, be being cool with him. You know what I mean? Outside of vacation, with those like some people you meet on vacation, you just like, all right, they was a cool vacation person. Like I talked to him while I was there, we had fun. That's where it stay at. You know what I mean? It's just like for a few guys that's been to prison, you meet dudes in jail. Just because y'all cool in jail, I don't mean when you touch the street that's gonna be my homie. No, you was cool in jail. We in two different things. Or women go to the hair salon, they get under the blow dryer, and they talk all the gossip in the hair salon. But there's no way she's gonna go to a party with the girl that was in the dryer next to her. They just had hair salon talk, and that's where it stay. You know what I mean? And we loose in this era with this word friend. People who call everybody their friend, their girlfriend, their homie, my man, that's my guy. Like everybody is too familiar nowadays. Like you gotta learn a person before you allow them to be an integral part in your life. Cause then as soon as they upset you, then they everything in the world. But you didn't get a chance to know them to know that that's the type of person he was. You just automatically connected with him and accepted him just as your day one or your 10 year. Like, come on, relax. You don't even know this person. You know what I mean? You ain't been in close quarters with a person. You ain't been with them every day. You don't know what their views is like. You don't know how they gonna handle themselves when y'all in a bad situation or when y'all in a good situation or when y'all need each other and there's nothing to be gained. If you in a situation there's nothing to be gained but y'all just need each other. I judge people by what they do for me. And let me explain what I mean by what they do for me because I don't want you to take it the wrong way. And this just one of the things I choose. I judge people on. When I say what they do for me is not do for me on like a financial or something like that. I'm talking about when people go the extra way for me that they don't have to go out their way. What they was doing was okay, but they went the extra step that they didn't have to, with no thought behind it. Like I'm gonna do this because, or I know I look better this way, or they did it because they just think that they could help me in this area, and I didn't know it until they brought it to my attention. Because you don't have to do nothing for a person. You know what I mean? You don't have to do nothing. You don't owe nobody nothing. You don't have to do nothing for nobody. So if a person does something for you and they do it out the kindness of their heart, or they do it because they want to see you prosper, or they do it because they think it can help you, then that means a lot to me. You know what I mean? That's the first step of me deeming you whether you genuine or not. You know what I mean? It's like it's like let's say you having problems with your car or something. You're just having problems starting up. It start up, but you have problems with it every morning. And you at work and you talking to somebody at work about it, and y'all just had general conversation at work, and you talking about it. And then on the weekends, y'all getting ready to go somewhere or whatever. Or but they contact you, be like, yeah, I know a guy who a mechanic, like this out of the blue. Y'all not talking about it or nothing. Yeah, I spoke to a mechanic buddy of mine, and well, I got this mechanic buddy, and he told me to check on the flux capacitor. He even said you could bring it by the shop. Me and him, all right, he not even gonna charge you to look at it. He just charge you if there's something wrong with it. Man, see, I never talked to you about did you know somebody about it. We just was having general everyday conversation about it. I didn't even ask you, could you put me on somebody? But you thought about it outside of our conversation, then you brought it back to my attention. You know what I mean? And you even tried to help me with it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, all right, well, maybe this person might be a little bit. Now I'm paying a little bit more attention to you. You know what I mean? Or even let's say for the people that's dating, when you meet somebody and they tell you, oh well, like a guy, he tell you, yeah, sweetheart, I like the way you look in that dress, or I seen this dress and I thought this dress was look nice on you, so I bought you this dress, or you know what I mean? It don't have to necessarily be monetary. It's just when people go the extra step when they don't have to. Like where we are right now is cool. how we vibing is cool. Where we at in our relationship is cool. But when they go I was always told it's not how people act when they're in front of you, it's how they act outside of your presence determines their character. You know what I mean? So like that's my thing. You know what I mean? It's easy for a person to do what you expect them to do in front of you. It's will they do that same thing when you ain't around. Will they represent you the same way when you ain't around? That's just like when somebody be like, yo, such and such was talking about you. They said this, that, and that. So if they know me and you cool, why did they feel comfortable talking about me in a negative light to you? Because they not only just playing me, they playing you too because they know you cool with me and they feel comfortable enough to talk dirty about me in front of you. So they playing you more than they playing me because they not gonna say it to my face. They saying it to you to play you and hoping you tell me. So I just take it that way and don't be around them. But they playing you for a sucker because you right in your face and they know me and you is cool. So you the sucker. You know what I mean? I don't want to cuss because they're going to mess my video up, but BITCHNESS is at a all-time high. It's at an orange alert. It's at an orange alert. BITCHASSNESS is at an all-time high. You correct, right, life? That's at an orange alert. I can't say it because they can flag my video. Yeah, you know I mean, but I can spell it. It's at an all-time high. It's an orange alert with women and men. We expect women to gossip, but we don't expect men to gossip. Come on, especially talking behind somebody's back. That's garden tool stuff. You're a grown man. Don't deal with them. When I don't like a person, they know I don't like them. When I if I don't rock with a person, I could not like you and don't feel no like violent or physical way to you. I could just not deal with you. I ain't gonna necessarily walk away when you come up, but I'm not gonna indulge you like we cool. That's like if me and two other people standing here having a cool conversation and somebody walk up that I don't necessarily deal with like that. I'm not gonna indulge in the conversation no more. Or if I do indulge in the conversation, I'm gonna continue the communicational link that with the people I'm having it with. Just because we having it general and I don't mess with you, that don't mean I'm gonna involve you with it because I'm fake now. I don't mess with you. K Unique, we appreciate it. This might not be the best platform, but it's one of the most dedicated and one of the most authentic. And we appreciate you. It's just that people not real no more. That's why I don't say I'm real. I'm stand up. I'm sturdy. I stand on what I stand on. You know what I mean? I stand on what I stand on. And I don't mind the difference of opinion. You don't have to agree with me all the time. Just like I tell y'all here, even with the people that watch when I go live or watch when I put a video up. AB, we appreciate you, sweetheart. Even for y'all that's new subscribing. I got mediators or mediators. I don't know what they call. I can't remember, but it's a few of us that's in here, and I tell people when I go live or I put a video up. This for the new subs. When I put a video up or I go live, and people, you got people that don't agree with you, and some of them talk negative, and I tell my mediators or whatever they call. It, I can't remember the name, but I tell them don't block them, don't put them in timeout. Like they got a right to their opinion, even if they don't agree with me. It's just when they get disrespectful, then you taken away from the conversation. So that's when I let them do them. You know what I mean? I let them do them. Like they do whatever they feel. They feel like taking them out. They feel like putting them in time out. They do them. But don't do that just because they have a difference of opinion. This is a platform for that. I want you to share your own opinion. I don't want you to blind follow me. If you think I'm wrong, then call me on it. You just gotta be right. You can't call me on something and you wrong too. You know what I mean? So, oh, I just seen something about cool seeing steady leaving. Let's see up here. I don't know why you remind me. Please don't. I don't want to remind you of him. For one, cool C, he a stand up dude, but Steady B is a rat. And I was in jail with him. He not a cool person. And when I say a rat, I spoke on this before. He turned his back. He took somebody's life, right? They took somebody's life, right? Which I don't agree with. They took a police officer's life too. I ain't gonna necessarily agree with that. And they took a woman's life. I'm not gonna necessarily agree with that. But no, it ain't like that. I'm just saying, like it ain't. You ain't gotta, take it back. I was just, you know, saying something about it. But he turned his back on his childhood homie, and he took part in something that he knew what the possible outcome could be. And he turned his back, and he told. I was on a block with them. We was on the same block together in jail. They was cellies. Like he was on the same block with him. Not just they was slept in the same room together. Only them two. But they are childhood friends. They grew up from gang since potty train. You know what I mean? And he turned his back on him by sending him to jail, not only for the rest of his life, but he condemned him to death. Thank you, Sharonda. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Hello, Mary Alex. Yeah, he turned his back on him, and like I said, I don't agree with if you in that life, then you turning your back on that life. You can't do it when it's bad. You gotta do it when it's good. And if you knowingly and intentionally took part in that, then you gotta stand up and be accounted for. And that's the problem. People don't stand up and be accounted for, man. You got to take the negative with the positive. Like all that come once when you put yourself in that position and you take these chances, you gotta accept that. I don't mean to jump off topic, but I was just talking about C, because C is stand up dude. He actually related to my wife's family. He actually a stand up dude. Like he a real stand up dude. But that dude Steady B, he we was upstate and down the county together. That dude up in the yards rapping and beatboxing and who hopping like he ain't got a life sentence and get his man the needle. You know what I mean? But I mean it is what it is. But that all goes back to us judging our character. Now could Chris, that's his name, Chris. See, that's what everybody call him though, but could he have seen that? I doubt it. But I'm quite sure he showed some BITCHASSNESS in them 30 or 25 or 30 years they known him. Yes, I am. Much. I know he's seen some of that in them 30 years, and yes, yes, life. I'm quite sure he's seen that in them 30 something years they was friends, and he chose to overlook it instead of calling them on it. Because sometimes we have to see this loyalty thing. People take that loyalty thing and they use it for convenience and they take it out of context. You could be loyal to a fault, and that's when it's bad for you. It's okay to love somebody, be there for them, and be down for them, and be loyal to them. But when you see flaws in their character and you bring it to their attention and you try to help them fix the flaws in their character, just as they should you, because that's what friends do. I want to see you better if I love you as much as I say I do, or if I love you as much as I love myself. So if I see a flaw in your character that I think the rest of the people shouldn't see, it may be okay for me to see because I'm your friend and I love you and I'm not judging you. I'm helping you and pulling you up. and I see that flaw and I show you that flaw just as I want you to show me my flaws, and you don't do nothing about it, you overlook it, then it's a problem. Then it's a problem because if you see a flaw in yourself that you don't want to overlook, you need some help. You need some help. It's okay. People have problems asking help, but you see some flaws in yourself because when you have flaws, you know what your flaws are. You know what your flaws. We know what our flaws are. I got many flaws. Some of them I'm working on. Some of them I'm in denial with. That's just me as a human. But some of them I'm working on, and some of them I'm in denial with. Some of them I need help with. But when somebody that you consider to be you, an extension of you, they help you with your flaws, bring you your flaws to the light, give you advice about your flaws, and they try to help you, and you push it away, then I gotta reevaluate you as a friend because you're not trying to grow. If you're not trying to grow, then I don't want you around me. 50 Cent says you only as successful as the people you talk to for no reason. That was a decent quote. That was a decent quote. I seen that on some old footage from him from probably the early 2000s. He said you're as successful as the people you talk to for no reason. He said, so if he go through the hood and he sees somebody on the same BS that they've been on, why am I talking to you? What information could you give me? And that makes sense. Because that be the tip I be on sometimes when I go through my old neighborhood. I go on there and check them out, make sure everybody's still cool. The people that I genuinely care about, my family members that's around there. But it's sad to say some of them guys, I use them as motivational tools. And when I say, and I let them know that too. Like I don't have no problem expressing that. I use them as motivational tools. And what I mean by motivational tools is when I see them and I see they still doing the same exact thing in the same exact spot, I'm not being up under you. I'm not being around you. I don't know what you into, and I never want to go back to being on the same level that you on now because I was there with you. That's probably what we clicked on. So I see you in the same spot. I be like, I can't link back up with him. He doing the same goofiness. Like you on the corner sitting around getting high all day, talking about people. Like I can't do that. I got better things I could be doing with my time. So when I go back by there and I see that, like I'm not stopping. Man. I ride through, beat my horn, and keep it pushing. Like I'm not stopping down there because I know what they're doing. They're doing the same thing they was doing last week. You know what I mean? They're doing the same thing. So I use them for motivational tools. That's what I mean by motivation. And I'm not even necessarily judging them. I'm just watching them in their natural habitat, watching them do the same things that they've been doing that comes natural to them. That's not natural to me no more. It's foreign to me now. I'm at a progression stage. So why would I want to go backwards? Why would I sit on the corner with you for 8 hours out of the day while you hustling? When I could be working, getting a haircut, my kids, anything. I could be doing anything other than sitting on the corner with you. Because now I gotta worry about where you stash your drugs at when the cops pull up, them putting us on the wall, running my ID. I don't know who you made mad last week. I don't know if this block still beefing with that block. I don't know who chick you with. No, I don't know who chick you messing with. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not sitting here with that. I'm just not. So that's why when down there in my neighborhood, they see me. I pop my taco out. But the visits is far and few between unless there's something going on now. If it's a block party, a cookout, somebody having something for somebody's birthday, then I slide up. But I ain't hung out on the corners for I don't know how long. Yup, we talked about that Zack funeral is tomorrow. We want to see who going to pop their taco out. We're going to see if anybody recorded. We're going to see if anybody there that don't belong there. And what I mean by is anybody that don't belong there, because somebody gonna come on the internet and say, I don't know why the Johnny Boys gang was there. They know they shouldn't be there. Then that means the Johnny Boys gang knew something about it or had something to do with it. So we it's sad to say we looking forward to a funeral. I doubt if they I'm not taking that away from him. I'm not talking bad about it. I'm just saying I don't think he was that important to make his funeral private. You know what I'm saying? His cause is not like Kanika cause where they had thousands upon thousands of people that didn't know her that just met her through her tragic event that wanted to pay their respects. Zack wasn't on the same platform as Kanika, so it's not gonna be that type of funeral. I don't think. Like they had 6,000 people at Kanika funeral. You know what I mean? Like that was supposed to be one of the reported numbers, but that's because people felt bad for her. You know, people wanted to pay their respects, all types of stuff. Zach wasn't that type of individual as far as the country is concerned. Like he don't have the type of media coverage that Kanika have, and the coverage he have is not necessarily because of what happened to him. It's just that where it happened to him at and the circumstances surrounding it. So I doubt it. Like if it wasn't Zach, like if he didn't, like I put it to you this way. I put it to you this way. I want y'all to ask yourself this: if Zach hadn't reported on, if Zach hadn't reported on the, this is what I want y'all to ask yourself. If Zach hadn't reported on Kanika case, how many of y'all would even be interested in how he died, why he died, or how many of y'all would even know who he was? Period. Like, not that y'all watched his interviews since Kanika died. I'm just talking about if he wasn't the person that interviewed Irene and all that stuff, like, how many of y'all would know who Zach is? You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying everybody wouldn't, but I'm just saying how many people on here would know. You get what I'm saying? So we know him through another event. That's like that's like being cool with somebody that's cool with your homie. You get what I'm saying? So it's different than it's very different than Kanika. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying ask yourself that question. I ain't say everybody. I mean, I'm quite sure it's a couple people gonna be on here, but I'm trying to think. Did I know who Zach was before Kanika? I mean, I followed the shoot. Yeah, I actually did because he go all the way back to the NBA MBMA flip and Ewald Samuel and Rico Reckless drink when Rico Reckless first came out. I remember that. That's when I started following Zach. And I start looking at matter of fact it was before that. It was the Rondo and LA situation. That's why I knew who he was because he used to do the interviews in the back of the alleyway. But then I ain't really paid that much attention to him. I just seen a couple of the interviews because I heard the LA and Rondo and all them. And then I seen the NBA flip joint and the dude J Rock that got killed because of his interview. I seen a lot of that stuff. Like so, I knew who he was before Kanika, but he got bigger. But I'm just saying, like I ain't asking. I'm just saying, ask yourself, like how many of y'all would know about him if it wasn't for Kanika. So he not as big as Kanika, like as far as the public is concerned. Now his platform was way bigger than hers. So I say that to say I doubt if his funeral is gonna be private, if it's gonna be 20,000 people there. His funeral may be a more of a who's who than how many. You know what I mean? Yeah, like you know what I mean. His funeral, like I said, his funeral is gonna be more of a who's who than how many because he knew a lot of rappers from Chicago. He interviewed a lot of rappers from Chicago. Was good, Mitch. He even interviewed some rappers that's not from Chicago, from New York and all that stuff at Atlanta. You know what I mean? So he interviewed quite a few rappers. So I say that to say it's gonna be more of a who pays their respect to him than how many pay their respect to him. Kanika's was more of a how many was there. Like her funeral was super big. You know what I mean? I don't think Zach's funeral gonna be super big. That's just my opinion. He might have 50,000 people show up. I know. I don't know. So his killers might be there. Yeah, they might be there. His killers might be there. When somebody die, just being in the hood, when somebody die, If the killers ain't there, they send somebody there just to check the vibe out. That's just how it go. Because they ain't got necessarily send a person, but they might be cool with somebody that's going like, yeah, let me know how that joint went or what they was talking about there. That's just how people. That's just how it go. I mean, that's just how it go. Like they might not say, yo, you go to that funeral and keep your ears open and let me know what's going on. It ain't like that. They might just be like, yo, you was all right with folk. Like you going? Like, all right, let me hear they talking about me in there. This is the hood stuff, man. All right. But it's definitely gonna get back to them unless they're in jail already. Yeah, if they're in jail already, then it's gonna get back to them on C294. But if not, then they're gonna be around. But we've been on here 3 hours. Oh yeah, something ain't even started yet. But we've been on here 3 hours. It's time for me to get in the shower, get dressed, go pick my daughter up. She get out early today. I'm gonna go check my emails after I get out the shower. I'm gonna check all my emails because I asked a couple people to do a few things. And Danella, if you're still on here, drop me an email at strawberryranchesveryown at gmail.com. And anybody else that got something you want me to talk about or you want to share some information. Yep. All right. It's going to disappear from me. I ain't going to be able to get it back. So mine is just like the channel. It's just at gmail.com. Strawberryranchesveryown at gmail.com. But I'm going live again in a little while, y'all. Like I said, I gotta get my daughter from school, in the shower, get myself together. Plus, I want to grab the video. I'm gonna search that joint so I have when we get back on here, and I'm gonna have my laptop. So whatever I'm talking about, I can spin it around and show y'all, and we can interact from there. But anybody that got anything y'all want to share with me, y'all got something we want to talk about, because this for the new subs. This is an open forum. We talk about whatever. Nothing is off limits. Um, yes, they got their own channel too. It's Strawberry Mansion's very own cupcakes. They ain't really upload too much yet, but they getting ready to start uploading some stuff. So I want y'all to go subscribe to my babies too. It's Strawberry Mansion's very own cupcakes. But it ain't gonna be about cupcakes, but that's what they are, the cupcakes. But yeah, drop me some emails, man. If it's something y'all want me to talk about or some information y'all want to share with me, everybody's more than welcome. Again, that's Strawberry Mansion's very own at gmail.com. Subscribe to my YouTube too if y'all. I mean, subscribe to my Instagram if y'all on Instagram. It's Strawberry Mansion's very own, just like the channel. So subscribe to me if y'all on there too. And drop me some emails. Let me know what's going on. The people that's supposed to drop me emails, I'm gonna get right back. I'm gonna get right at them as soon as I get out the shower. And we gonna go live in a couple hours, probably like 5 o'clock, cause I'm gonna be in here with y'all pretty much all day. I tell you I ain't going out till it get later. But Justin Hall. Yeah, see, y'all stuff's gonna go away. It just come up and disappear. Y'all stuff disappear. That's why I tell y'all my Gmail, so y'all could just drop me an email. It's exactly like the channel. Just add at gmail.com. Now, okay. But yeah, I'm gonna get right back with y'all. We're gonna go live in another couple hours. As soon as I get myself together, get the kids together, get the computer linked up, grab some more information off this internet, grab some more stuff off YouTube, and I want y'all to come right back here with me. We're gonna get right back at it. Like I said, the new subs. We talk about anything and everything. Nothing is off limits. Whatever you gotta say, whatever you want to talk about, we talk about it all. We don't hold nothing back. We ain't doing no fraudulency. And anything is, we can talk about anything y'all want. Y'all already know how it go. I'll be back like 5 o'clock. I'm gonna let y'all know a half hour ahead of time. So make sure y'all jump. Like I said, make sure y'all If for y'all that want to, I ain't gonna say y'all don't have to, but hit the notification if y'all want to know when I'm getting ready to drop something. Because I usually let y'all know like a half hour, 20 minutes beforehand when I'm ready to go live, so you don't miss it if you at work bored to death. So I'll be back, God willing, a little later. Y'all be cool. How y'all be cool until then? Keep it up.